Lynott, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going, KK?
Hey, doing good, sir. Glad to have you on board once again. This is week number 2 for the Quantum Contender Series presented by Burlington Cafe. And speaking of Burlington Cafe, they are our sponsors for tonight's racing action here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So glad to have the Burlington Cafe on board here tonight for this amazing race presented by themselves for the Burlington Cafe 250 from Las Vegas. Kyle, so got a lot of things here to go over here with our little pre-race here. So the guys are still in practice. Got another 3 minutes before they go to qualifying. But I wanted to bring up on the screen, our stats from our standings from last week from Michigan. So up on the screen there, you can see the point standings. Last race was at Michigan. Let me just getting these audio levels dialed in here. Don't anything too crazy. We're still getting, knocking the rust off. But big story from last week from Michigan is going to be Kyle Smits in the number 19 car there. Pulled out a victory after having no hope of winning the race, of it being a green flag race all the way through and through. He made a misjudgment on his fuel strategy, Kyle. And if you remembered what happened, or you, the viewers from last week, remembered, we had that late race caution that really turned the race up on its head. It was a race incident between Jason Bottoms and Derek Riley. Those two got involved with each other. 2 leaders of the race caused a caution. I believe it was the 07 of Clay Powell that was also involved. Didn't have anywhere to go. And thank you there, AZ4 runner. I'll be in the 68, bringing up the rear. 10-4, man. Thank you for the shout-out. We'll be keeping an eye on you there. The number 68 AZ runner there. Kyle, if you take a look, see if we can find who the number for the 68 is. Jason Tervino. Okay, Jason Tervino. We found him. We put 2 and 2 together and got 5, and we found him. He's Jason Tervino there. So that was the big story. And then, I'm going to switch over to our standings. Let's take a look at the bottom half of the standings. And there we can really see what happened there to Derek Riley. He got the worst of it, running really well all race there at Michigan. Ends up back at the pack, 25th. And Calvin Smith, another guy we want to bring attention to, also was on that wrong side of the fuel strategy. Ended up wrecking out of turn 4, headed down to the pits, and had an incident there ruining his day. But just some guys to keep an eye on here a little bit further back in the pack. And as we get rid of that, there's a great shot of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And we're going to go over our things to know for Las Vegas, Kyle. This is a little infographic we brought up for the fans at home. Tonight's race, 7:30 p.m. sim time, so it's going to turn into a night race. We got 83 degrees, clear skies. Our race here is scheduled for 165 laps, 250 miles. If you're counting at home, it is 247.5, but we round it up. So don't come at me, bro.
We don't math around here.
Yeah, we don't math around here. 1 set of tires on the car, 5 additional in the pits, 1 fast repair available to these drivers. 65% of 20 equals 13. The math is mathin'. When I did the math and checked on Garage 61, I checked on a guy. It looked like he was going to be 43 laps of fuel run. I'm hearing from the guys down on the pit road. They're thinking 38 to 39. So I might have overshot, but something to keep an eye on as we get some green flag runs in, I'm sure, here tonight at Las Vegas. Last season's winner here was Kyle Smits, and he won Michigan. So look for Kyle to be dominant here again. A margin of victory, .136, and that was over his son Joshua Smits there. He led 99 laps, led there by Joshua Smits. So the Schmitz run strong here at Las Vegas. We had 2 cautions. We had 7 different leaders. Race duration was 1 hour and 31 minutes. And last year, I think this was towards the playoff race, and they had 15 drivers on track. So that is your stats to know. And then real quick, just to give you guys more information on the series, bonus points for the races, lap led, most laps led, and fastest lap. You get 1 point for each of those. Winner gets 45 points. Second place gets 35 points after that, and 1 point after that, diminishing all the way through. There's no drop races, no win in you're in. Kyle, I'm looking at you. No top 10 drivers make chase after 14 race regular season. And something really cool, Kyle, that I'm not sure if you're aware of is we have a legacy doubleheader at Phoenix where the boys are going to run the legacy style of Phoenix, and then basically half a race, they get full points for that race, and then the next race they're going to go do the new Phoenix with the dog leg with a different format and run another race right after, and that will also be for full points. So very exciting. I can't wait to cover that later on in the series. So really cool idea. I might have to steal that for if I ever start a league. What else we got? Regular season champion starts the chase with 25 points. So it is important to where you finish this series, and there is claim caution penalty ladder. First claim caution, you get an EOL. Second, it's a drive-through, and so on and so forth. So just a couple little key notes there to keep your eyes on. And Jason, it's Vegas, baby. That's right. We're at Vegas. We're in Sin City. And Pop and KK coming at you here live on the Vortex Racing Network. Happy to be here with y'all. So let's, you know what, Kyle, before we get going, I think we need to, while we have time, I'll run a little quick ad run real quick as we get set up for our pastor to come out and give a blessing over the racetrack. Tonight's Quantum Contender Series is powered by Precision, brought to you by Quantum Bearing Science. These aren't your average bearings. Built with advanced materials and engineered for real performance, Quantum bearings are made to roll faster, last longer, and stay smooth under pressure. Bearings designed for the way you skate, push smarter. So whether you're chasing speed on the pavement or chasing wins on the track, upgrade your ride with Quantum. Tonight's Quantum Contender Series is proudly fueled by Burlington Cafe, where the only thing smoother than your racing line is the gravy. Seriously, if you're in Burlington, West Virginia, and you haven't tried their homemade gravy sausage yet, you're blowing the corner in life. We're talking fresh coffee, made-to-order breakfast, and gravy so good it might cause an unscheduled pit stop. Start your day like a pole winner or recover like you just hit the wall in lap 2. Either way, pull into the Burlington Cafe and refuel the right way. Burlington Cafe, serving up gravy one ladle at a time.
Here at KK Woodscapes, we only work with the finest woods, the finest tools. We sand the wood here at KK Woodscapes. We stir the paint with a wooden stick here at KK Woodscapes. And then we brush the wood with a wooden brush here at KK Woodscapes. And when it's all said and done, we have these perfectly manicured nails. Put the plaques in the trophies, in the envelopes, ship them to your box, and on your way to you to commemorate your special day. Got wood, KK Woodscapes.
Kyle or not, do you got wood? I got some wood back here in the back with my Glowforge. So hopefully some of these drivers looking to add to their wood collection. All right. Well, that was such an intro for our invocation. But you know what? Let's see. Practice might be coming in here in 15 seconds. You know, I want to make sure this guy gets his full attention there, Kyle. So I'm going to run. I'm proud to bring, I forgot his name, but you guys know him. You love him. Here he is. Let me bring him out to the track to give the blessing.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords, and most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa, and my 2 children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the Little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
Amen, amen. All right, I'm going to have to get that guy's name so I can do him due justice. I forgot what was it, Kyle?
Joe Nelms.
Joe Nelms. I am sorry that I did not know that, Kyle. You're always coming in clutch with the answers that we need to know. Joe Nelms, that will not happen again, Mr. Nelms. But thank you for that invocation here for Las Vegas. All right, the boys are on track, getting some qualifying runs. So, Kyle, let's get off of this here, and let's go down on the track finally. After all the talking, we're here at Vegas. Let's take a look here and get on board. All right, so I don't think any laps got put down just yet. Let me scream back here. Oh,
Not quite yet.
okay. Iracing
We got
audio
our
is
first
way
one.
too low. All right, yeah, go ahead, Kyle. You want to take a look at anything there? For Gandy, though, looks like top of the board right now. I'm going to get this audio levels checked in here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it looks like Caleb Elswick coming in. 29.594 for his first lap. Pretty strong. So far, nobody close. Closest one, Alan Voles, 621.
Yeah, Vols, real close. What is that? You got hundreds, thousands, so 2,000s off of Elswick. Elswick gets it on. Elswick still at the top there. I'm sorry. Oh, Dan Baroni, the Presidente. Let's take a look at him there, number 33.
Got Bradley Wilson coming in for his first lap here. Oh, I lied. Second lap. Must have touched the wall in the first one. So far, Caleb holding strong with that 594.
Yeah, looking good for Caleb so far. Let's see what else we can find on track. Jason Trevino there. Oh, get a little loose out of, what is that, 4?
Got Calvin Smith out on the track. Ooh, little wall tap coming out of 4, coming to the line.
All right, so that's going to negate that lap. Let's see if he's going to try to get another one here. This is going to be a second lap.
They gave it to him.
Okay.
29.763 on the first go.
All right, there's
Clay
our big
Powell on the
leader.
track.
And there's our big leaderboard there to take a look. Let's check a look at Mr. Clay Powell. He ran, looks like Powell got a 29.98 here. Let's see if he can improve. Nope, going to be a little bit slower there. Yet to run,
3.2.
Kyle Schmitz and Dusty Summers, but Kyle out on track. Just exiting. Let's see what last season's winner can do.
Looks like a nice strong start for Dusty here.
Yeah, Dusty's going to pick up.
20.
Yeah, picks up a P10. Kyle Schmitz coming to the line in his first run. Oh, that was okay. That's his out lap. Now we're counting. Now it's serious. William Gay, you have to leave track. And remember, Kyle, I think there is a, if you do not run a qualifying lap, you have to start from the pits, I believe. That is a penalty in this league. There is something up if you don't qualify. But we'll have to touch base if that happens. But here comes Kyle coming out of turn 4. See what
Nice
last season's
smooth exit.
winner here.
Hitting the apron. 29.624 puts him third.
All right, Caleb Elswick
See if we
looking
can keep
good
it
so
going.
far. Yeah, the 66. We see him looking on from pit road in excitement as this could be his first pole win here in the Quantum Contender Series presented by Burlington Cafe.
Nice exit coming out of 4 again. How close are we? Nope.
No.
718.
Caleb Elswick, congratulations. You are the pole winner here for the Burlington Cafe 250. So shout out there to Caleb. He's going to be starting on the first row. Alan Voles, big shout out to him too. Going to be on the outside row here. So big shakeup here. We're going to see what Kyle Schmidt's going to do with that dirty air as we get ready to go green flag racing here. The little driver meeting. Boys are going to be gridding up here. And speaking of gridding up, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting row. And if you remember last week, Kyle, I slowed this thing down so I can see what's going on here. So here we go, starting on your first row, Caleb Elswick and Alan Voles going to be row number 1. Row number 2, Kyle Schmitz, last season's winner and last week's winner at Michigan, and the Presidente, Dan Baroni. Row number 3, Derek Riley and Aiden Pergandi. Derek Riley looking for a better finish this week. Calvin Smith and Kyle Wergowski going to pick up row number 4. Row number 5, Brandon Newton and Joshua Smith's first race this season for the number 2. Glad to see him out there. Dusty Summers and Cody Dorsey going to be picking up row number 6 and P11 and P12, P13, 14. Jason Trevino in the Canes car, and Robert Evil Knievel Weevil going to be in row number 14. Clay Powell and Jason Bottoms going to be picking up row 8. Mike D. Marshall and Dakota Blag going to be up in row number 9. Brad Wilson, what a handsome man, Brad Wilson. That picture is too sexy. Scott Kerber going to bring up row number 10. Dylan Lewis in the number 17 Cinnamon Toast Crunch car, and Jimmy Dodd in the P22. Thank you, Dodd, for that beautiful short footage you gave me. Michael Boone, P23. William Gay, P24. And that is your grid here for the Burlington Cafe 250. And just wanted to shout out Kim. If you're out there at the Burlington Cafe in West Virginia, remember you guys check in over there at the Burlington Cafe. They got the best sausage gravy this side of the Mississippi. And thank you for sponsoring this week's race here on the Vortex Racing Network. And the boys are getting this thing fired off, and we're going to be ready to go green here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, so looking at it, you were correct. Failure to set a lap results from starting in the pits, and if you choose not to start in the pits, then they'll issue a drive-through penalty. So either way, no lap, you're already starting behind.
Failure to set a lap is a start from the pits. Wow. I like that. I kind of like that, Kyle.
Yep.
Ooh, man. All right. This is the moment we've been waiting for all week. We've been preparing vigilantly, getting all the details, the stats. The boys out here on track have been practicing, putting laps down, and it's finally time. It's the calm before the storm here in Las Vegas. Let's see what these guys can bring to the table and see who's going to leave here from Las Vegas with their pockets full. All right, pace car is heading out of 4. Getting ready to come down pit road. Give control over to Caleb Elswick. Drop of the flag. Cars will go off the drop of the flag here on the first initial start. And we're green here in the Sin City of Las Vegas for the Burlington Cafe 250.
Antina Schmidt's got a good jump on that start, but the outside coming in strong too. He is all over him. Elswick's got to go already.
Presidente running that outside line. He loved it out there in Michigan. We could see him running the high line, so he is not afraid. Some cars getting up in that safer barrier wall on the back Boeing backstretch here in Vegas.
Already seeing multiple lines just like last week, you know. Looking back at last year, there was a lot of green flag running, only 2 cautions in last year's race.
Oh, and they're looking to go 3 wide here, Kyle. That's Derek Riley, Dan Baroni, Del Presidente, and the 13 and Alan Voles. Voles already dropping back 1 spot. Kyle Schmitz already taking the lead, as Kyle Schmitz is now your leader of the race here at the Burlington Cafe. Dan Baroni under pressure, almost 3 wide. He's the meat in the middle of a sandwich. No, they get that thing figured out of the exit of 4. And now they get single file line. Further back in the pack, we got Racing. We got Trevino on the outside underneath Joshua Smith's new. Oh, we got a follow. Evan Stewart took a splash and go. Thank you, Evan Stewart, for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it, big guy. As we got pandemonium everywhere. Oh, that one scared me. I thought we had a wreck there. It was just Evan Stewart throwing up the big follow. Appreciate it there, Evan. As great racing all further back of the field. And speaking of great racing, there's Powell changing up his paint job. The 07 up in the outer wall. Oh, he's getting that new paint job scratched up already. Let's see how he can recover from that hit. All right, big pass there. Looks like Calvin Smith and Dan Baroni going toe-to-toe here. These two battled it out at Michigan. Top runners kind of showing up back here at the front, but the Presidente's going to fall back in line behind Calvin. Calvin's going to dive it down, get a nice great turn off the wall, down low. Can't get quite to the apron. That's something here, Kyle. What do you think about getting down the apron? Is it really important, or is it just kind of something you try to do?
I personally do it. I think it's great. If you can get down there and be able to get back on the track safely, it's a good thing to do. I think it's good for the tires, but, everybody has their own line.
That's right, Kyle. Everybody marched to the beat of a different drummer.
Oh, we got a wreck. Colin Powell. Clay Powell, sorry.
There he is, 07, backwards. We see him. Caution is out here at Vegas at the Burlington Cafe 250. We got yellow flag already. Let's take a look here. Clay Powell crash. Let's go up to our farmersonlyblimp.com. Remember, folks, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. All right, let's go to the replay. Oh, we're a little too, we missed it a little bit. That's all right. We got the power. Let's take a look what happened. Looks like he just gets loose there, Kyle. Let's go ahead and.
I don't know who that was. Good.
07 just gets loose. He's going to try to save it, come back up the track.
Bottom's involved.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the bottom line.
His race is done.
You would think, hey, Kyle, remember, fast repair. The number 5 is going to be taking a fast repair. Okay, let's go live and take a look at our pit stops, Kyle. That is something we want to. Oh, the 07 nursing this thing back to the track. Let's take a look. Let's go back to our Farmers Only blimp. Take a look at that left rear tire. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. Moving. That left side is not even moving. Where's Bottoms? Where's Bottoms? Oh, my Lord. Look at Bottoms. The left front's not even moving. There's smoke. He's smoking everywhere. The right front tire is towed into the left. For men, oh, my Lord. They're going to have to get this thing. He's going to be lucky to get this thing not towed. That's another thing. You got a fast repair, but you got to get this thing to the damn pit lane to even get this thing repaired.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Jason. Just nowhere to go with Clay coming back up on the track right in front of him. Just there's nothing you can do in that one.
All right, so our leaders taking a look here. I don't think pit lane has opened quite yet. Let's see if anyone's going to take a splash or stay out. All right, it's looking. I think they're going to stay. Let's say they're coming up on.
I got a couple cars in the pits.
You got a couple cars in the pits. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Let me get my feed over.
Elswick pitted.
You're right.
Calvin, Clay Powell, Cody Dorsey, Jason Trevino getting a reset. Got Michael Boone in the 15. Looks like Scott Kerberg in the 14. And then Dakota Bly in the 24. Got our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Kroger car with Dylan Luce in the 17.
Yep.
There are quite a few.
Yeah, you're right, Kyle. Field. Yeah, thank you for calling that out. So, going and looking at the times here, the cars you mentioned, everybody under 8 seconds. So that's got to tell me fuel only. We had Dylan Lewis in for 12 seconds. So just something to keep in mind there as this race goes on. Remember, this was kind of bit Kyle Schmitz in the butt last race. So definitely got to keep that in mind as it was a fuel only. I mean, oh, and guess who's coming back in?
Oh, and I misspoke. I said Jason Trevino got a repair, but it's actually Jason Bottoms. My bad.
Yeah, Jason Bottoms.
Too many Jasons in here.
I'm surprised. There's a lot of Kyles and not too many Jasons. And then speaking of being sneaky, the 24 bringing it down in. So the 24 is going to get a top off. And I think he's playing games, not playing games, but he's just thinking long-term, keeping that car full of fuel in case this thing gets a nice long run. It could come in and pay dividends here. All right, back at the front here, Kyle. We're going to go over and take a look at our top 10 lineup here on this restart. Oh, let me get this thing out of the way so you boys can see. The top driver lineup on this restart, you can see on the right-hand side, you take a look at your top 10 cars, top 5 rows. Robert Evil Knievel Weevil up into the P10 spot. Great to see him. The more I see him, I get excited because I love saying his name. Robert Evil Weevil Knievel, baby.
What do you think this restart's going to look like?
I think Derek Riley is going to give it his all, and the Presidente might be taking an 8-second ride and riding the Dente trying to get by Kyle because this is the best time to get by this guy. He's very dominant, and I'm looking at that number 2 car back on the 5th row. Look for him to make some big moves here on this restart.
Big jump by Kyle. Inside line looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah. There goes Joshua on the inside looking down underneath. 28 of Brandon Newton. Derek Riley got. It's just going to get almost. He does get cleared by Dusty Summers. Dusty Summers up to 3rd position. Looking good. Now Joshua Smith's going to be underneath Riley. That's going to hold up these two. Let's see if Dusty Summers can get away, get a little bit of a gap from these cars behind him. Calvin and Caleb Elswick here. 3 wide across the start-finish line. Calvin Smith going up to the high side. Oh, the 66 put on a little bit of a pinch there. Caleb Elswick not trying to make any friends out there as he's a man on the mission trying to get up to the front again. He did come in and get fuel, so he is going to have advantage on fuel. Let's see if that pays off dividends here later on in the race. But right now, Kyle Schmitz is your leader. Dan Baroni up to second position. Joshua Schmitz taking over third. It's a Schmitz family reunion right now. The only one standing in their way is Dan Baroni, the Presidente. Back in the field, Robert Weevil making a pass on Kyle Rogalski as they're side by side.
Got the 7 working on the inside of the 3, tapping the wall, coming out of 4. A lot of strong racing back here going on.
Yeah, on our sheet here on our timing table, they are so close. We got great racing up and down the field here. Looks like Brad Wilson side by side right now. That's the number 31 in the outside. In and Out Company. Spider Wipes is getting touched. Spider Wipes gets the left front tire. He's going to spin. Spins in front of In and Out. The case. No. Trevino Arden in the inside wall. Damage. His cars aren't slowing down there. What a wreck there. That brings out the second caution here at the Burlington Cafe 250. And we've already matched our total here at the Burlington Cafe from Las Vegas from last season. So things off to a rocky start here in Vegas. That damage there on Trevino, though, looks like he might be one to take a fast repair as he comes in here his next time by. But we got, Jason Trevino coming in the pits there. And Robert Weevil. Oh, no, the Spider Wipes car going to be bringing it into Master of Plastic Designs on the back of that 53 Chevy Camaro. Awesome little logo there. Digging the Metallica throw back to that. So you got 2 cars coming in for damage, obviously. Evil Knievel Weevil might be able to get some of that damage repaired. Let's see if he's going to take a fast repair or not. Looks like he might just be taking a look, assessing the damage. As Kyle, I would assume these guys are coming in off of in a closed pit situation.
Taking the fast repair, and looks like Trevino did as well.
No, Trevino did not. That front end on that Canes car. No,
you are correct.
I'm not sure if he just forgot to click it or he wants to go back around and maybe use it the next time by. And now pit stops are happening for the main field as Derek Riley is in. Kyle Rogalski, Caleb Elswick in the 66, the 3 of Calvin Smith, Michael Boone, Cody Dorsey, all in. Dakota Bly going to be bringing it back in also. Going to be topping off some more fuel. Laps down right now. Drivers only completed 13 laps. So I can't see anyone taking tires right now, but they do have 5 sets.
I got Derek Riley taking tires.
Okay,
got right sides on. There goes the left sides.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I saw 6. I mean, hey, it's going to make a difference here, especially if Derek Riley was beating the doors off that thing. And speaking of Derek Riley, let's take a look at the I want to zoom in real quick on Derek's car. And this is a special tribute to one of his late friends, I believe. Let's see if I can get the hood on here. And you can see that number 3 there within the 1. And I'm going to get a shot of this hood. Let's see. Let's go rear chase. There we go. And I'll come back over here. Oh, and there we go. There's a shot of the hood. In love and memory of Tyler Ritchie. Nice little tribute there from Derek Riley as he's paying tribute to his friend there that they've lost. But yeah, nice little paint job there by Riley. And let's see. And then also, Kyle, these guys still under caution, right? Let me go back and let's take a look at that last incident because we did not get a replay of that. I think I can get it here. So let's go real quick and take a look at that, what might have caused that last one.
Got a couple more cars coming back down pit road. Dakota Bly in the 24.
Yeah, the 53 just gets loose underneath the 31. 66 nowhere to go. Calvin Smith going to pile drive the back of the 66. 53 slides back up at a wall, gives major damage to the 53. Just really unfortunate there incident. Just getting loose on the apron, looks like, and lost control.
Yeah, the other car coming in is Scott Kerberg, both topping off with fuel.
Oh, and I got clarification on Scott Kerberg's paint job. That is for Parkinson's. So that is just awareness of Parkinson's and his late mother. So I just wanted to shout out there and correct that. And also, Scott Kerberg, he is a assassin in Wordle. Discord Wardle. I see him knocking out those puzzles every day. So if you guys need someone for Scrabble, that is your man. So don't take him lightly. And now we got the family reunion at the top of the front of the field. Joshua Schmitz is going to be on your outside row against father of Kyle Schmitz. And here, oh, they're already touching. It's getting close. Family business. Here we go already. Pace car is off, Kyle. This thing's going to get exciting here. And let's see which Schmidt is the Schmittiness.
I went back and I looked, and Trevino did take his fast repair.
Okay, good. So Trevino's got a healthy car. Good to know. And away we go here at Vegas. Back under green flag racing conditions. Second caution taken care of, and now we're back green flag racing. For how long, I don't know, but Joshua has fallen back now. Not a great start. He's fallen back to fourth spot, starting up in the second spot off that restart. Going to be battling now underneath Dusty Summers for that complete control over P3. Oh, 7 up in the wall and the outer barrier wall through the tri-oval. There's Riley taking the shortcut through the apron.
Joshua fighting back on the outside.
Remember, Derek was one of those cars that took fresh tires, all four. Let's see what he can do and fight, how fast he can work his way back up the field here. Pimp Daddy C9Q out there throwing shots at poor Vols number 13. Can't drive a damn scooter. Uh-oh. Pimp Daddy's throwing shots at old Vols out there. And Jason Bottoms fan throwing out the big old dang family business. But thank you guys for following and being in chat. Appreciate you guys out there tuning in on YouTube and Twitch and wherever you might find yourself tuning in to the Vortex Racing Network with Kyle, Kevin Kyle, and my host.
We got a family affair for first.
Oh, thank you, Derek. Kyle, for keeping me on track. Go ahead and take over, man. And I love it while I'm working on the cams here.
So Joshua had a nice run on the outside, got into third, and I'm not quite sure what happened to the 33. He may have gotten into the wall a little bit, but he did slow up coming out of four, and it gave Joshua a nice run. It looks like he's tucked right in behind Kyle. So nice family affair at the front. And then we got a nice battle going on for, looks like 7th. Well, it was a nice battle for 7th. Now we got one for 9th. Looks like we're starting to get into some single file. Oh, Calvin Smith just hit the wall coming out of 2. Nice little tap on the rear, but not too bad. Got a fight going on with Mr. Weevil Knievel.
Yeah, Robert Well and Calvin Smith also battling it right there. They're side by side entering turn 1. Oh, man. Calvin Smith, lucky. The 53 wasn't there on his door because Calvin just came down like no one was there.
Been there, done that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We don't talk about that.
Back at the front. Looks like Dusty Summers is all over the back bumper of Dan Baroni, the Presidente, right now. And Joshua might just be biding his time. You can see Joshua trying to change different lanes, trying to get some fresh, clean air on the number 2 car, creating more mechanical grip. So Joshua might be just biding his time here to see, as we still have a long run ahead of us. But the top 5 cars have not pitted for fuel or tires. Derek Riley is your next car back on the number 1 car. Last came in on lap 13, did get 4 tires and a full tank of Sunoco racing fuel.
All right, so the lap previous, Joshua was a 10th.5 faster, and now this lap, Kyle's a 10th.5 faster, so washes between the 2 laps. Nice battle for third going on between Baroni and Summers. And Brandon Newton sticking his nose in there, thinking about 3 wide, and backs out.
All this is going to do is help those 2 cars up in front. As you can already see that gap start widening out now, as it's already a half a second back from Dusty Summers.
Looking back a little bit further in the pack, looks like we've got a nice little battle with the other Kyle of the group. And got Aiden Pagani.
Aiden Pagani.
There we go. I figured I'd leave that one up to you. Nice little battle going on with Calvin Smith and Cody Dorsey.
Yeah, we got 4 cars under one blanket there. Yeah, Alan Voles there, remember, front runner, sat on the pole, finds himself back 12 spots. It looks like he did have some damage to that car as he was in the pits for an extended amount of time. So definitely something we did not catch, the damage there on Voles' car. So we'll have to see if we can go back and take a look exactly what happened to Voles, or maybe check in with him under caution and see what transpired to that damage there.
Yeah, I'll take a look back, see if I can see anything that may have happened. Back
up at the front now. Joshua is trying to get that left front, the front of that nose underneath the left rear quarter fender of the Kyle Schmidt's number 19, but Kyle's going to have the better exit and get a little bit of a gap there and gap Joshua. So further back in the field, though, we see smoke hitting the cars. It's got some cars up into that Boeing backstretch here in Vegas. Dylan Lewis trying to make the pass, battling Cody Dorsey there in that black and yellow Underdog Fancy number 9 car there. Jay on YouTube calling out BP Racing Fuel as that go-go juice. It sure is, but I don't think NASCAR runs old BP Racing Fuel.
That's a long time ago.
Okay, Derek Riley now making his way past the Presidente. Going to be working on Brandon Newton. Those 4 tires might be starting to kick in gear here as he's trying to work his way through some of that dirty air. You would have thought Derek might have... Oh, Van Maroney going to fight back on the inside. Not going to help Derek Riley's cause here in his quest to get those new tires working and make advantage of them, but caught back here with traffic and dirty air. We're going to see if Derek Riley can overcome that and really put those 4 tires to use and catch Kyle and Joshua right now that are leading the front of this field.
Yeah, so going back and looking at Voles, there is nothing, no damage. He takes his tires, gets his fuel, shuts off the car. He may have ran out to the porta potty.
You know what? And that's impressive, him staying on the lead lap. That's something you usually do. Oh, the 07 of Powell and the 88 of Mike D. Marshall getting involved. Very intimate there as they touch doors here further back in the pack. Something to keep an eye on. And Jason Trevino wanting nothing to do with this, trying to get that Raising Canes. I couldn't think of the first name of the Canes. I kept want to call. I was like, what is the name of the company? Raising Canes. And I do apologize to all the Raising Canes fans out there. But, yeah, Jason Trevino's Toyota, they're trying to get away from that mess, so able to get by no problem. Let's see where – okay, still tight little battle. Joshua's kind of broke the gap out. I think he's just happy to ride here and count off some laps. Dusty Summers there, he's about almost a second back of Joshua, or the leader, it looks like. No, he's a second back of Joshua. Yeah, that's the way I'm reading it. Yeah. Doesn't look like it on track, but yeah, 9/10 of a second there. Brandon Newton, next car back. Derek Riley's trying to get by him. This is a battle for 4th place. Remember, Riley came in and put on those fresh 4 tires. Kyle Rogowski, though, also the number 34, put on those 4 set of fresh tires that moved themselves up. Derek Riley right now is where he started the race in 5th position. Kyle Rogowski up 2 spots right now. Big mover of the race, though, Michael Boone, up 12 spots from the race, running in P11 right now. Looking pretty good there for Boone in that In-N-Out Team Sport Ford Mustang.
Just looking at the lap times here, it looks like it's pretty consistent among the top 3, and then there's a little bit of fall off with Riley. And then Kyle, let's see, Rogowski is about the same as the leaders, so he's slowly moving up the track. Might have saved some tires.
Alan Voles with a run on the inside of the 25 of Pergandy, trying to make the pass here. Working on another one on the outside of Cody Dorsey. On the 15, of Michael Boone. And here comes Alan Voles right now. And I believe he did put on 4 fresh tires. I don't know. Pit stops for Jimmy Dodd. Jimmy Dodd, the number 7 machine coming down pit road. Going to bring that IBEW, International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, down on pit road. First car to bite early. Let's see if he has anything up his sleeve here. Cody Dorsey in a 31 battling with Brad Wilson side by side. 9's going to make the pass. The 31's going to fall back in line, but there's Alan Voles. He's making a move up 9 spots, running in P10.
4-tire stop for Jimmy Dodd.
All right, so Jimmy Dodd bringing it down on lap 33. That is about 10 laps, 7 laps short of what we were projecting. So keep an eye on his plan here. Remember, we have 165 laps, 5 sets of tires on the pit wall.
Yeah, he is. He's breaking that up actually pretty well. 33, 66, and 132, and then 164, 165. So that's about right for even stints.
Okay,
I had to pull off my socks for that one.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you here to worry about that because I got a lot of stuff I'm clicking on. And Pimp Daddy C9Q, come on, man. That's intentional wrecking. You might get kicked out of my chat for saying something like that. All right, Alan Voles up to 11th position, trying to get this thing back under control after his double pit stop that he ran. Let's see where else we got some good action on track. Oh, back Dylan Lewis got this little pack here. So the 88 now working on the Captain Crunch of 17 of that's Dylan Lewis. He's working on the 88 of Mike Marshall, back running on P18. Dylan Lewis up 3 spots. Marshall running where he started. So good run right there, keeping his position. And there we see Jason Trevino trying to recover from that earlier incident. Remember, Trevino has used that fast repair as he had that earlier incident that took out a couple cars. Speaking of a couple cars, Jason Bottoms was also involved in that. And let's check in with Jason Bottoms there as he drafts behind the 13, going to try to make a move under the 31 of Brad Wilson as Jason Bottoms tries to recover, also involved in that earlier caution.
I'm just looking back at Caleb Elswick, starting on the pole all the way back to 22nd. It looks like he's just riding. Doesn't look like he's pushing too hard. Him and Scott Kerberg just going around the track, but their lap times are about a half a second slower than the leaders.
Saving.
Oh.
Sneaky.
Yep, definitely saving.
Okay, came in and topped off with fuel on lap 13. So just keep an eye when Caleb brings it down, because that just seems really sneaky to me, because that car looks like it's in good condition. A little bit of damage maybe on the right front, but unless it's something we can't see while he's running so slow. But also, like you said, Scott Kerberg back here pitted on lap 14, also running slow. Someone else that you need to keep an eye on, speaking of fuel, is Dakota Bly also. So known for his fuel-saving techniques and pulling off a win, I believe, at Old Atlanta with a masterful fuel strategy from him. So a couple guys to keep an eye on that are involved in that fuel stuff.
And Jimmy Dodd getting one of his 2 laps back, or at least trying to. Looking on the inside of Kyle. Might not necessarily have a run here.
Yeah, and Jimmy Dodds is a lap down, I
room.
believe. So Jimmy just trying to, came down and should have the faster car underneath him right now as he's going to make his way past the leaders here. He needs to get by Kyle efficiently and not waste too much time.
It looks like he's got a good run on the front stretch here. Should be able to get him in turn 1, and that'll get him back to 1 lap down.
All right. Oh, he's going to hang on to it down on the bottom. Shouldn't have a problem. Going to clear Kyle here on exit. Just does it. Shuts the door. Able to get his lap back. So Jimmy Dodd, mission number 1 completed. Mission number 2, keep it clean and keep running some fast laps and see what this strategy can pull out for him.
Yeah, it's definitely a me strategy.
Shout out there to chat. Got Jason Bottoms fan out there, Pimp Daddy, Jay, and a couple other guys out in chat. So just wanted to say a big hi.
For the lead going on here.
Oh, thank you, Kyle. Joshua Smith's now looking like he's timed his moment. Maybe getting by the 7 of Dodd. Yeah, maybe getting by Dodd was a little bit of he didn't do it as efficiently as he could, as the 19 slowing down a little bit. But the Smiths right now putting on a clinic. It looks like Dusty Summers is the next car back, 2.5 seconds back. Really interesting if this thing goes green, Kyle, if Kyle Schmitz and Joshua Schmitz might have that family gene of the fuel issues. So we'll see what happens to them if this thing goes green. But Aiden Pergondi in pit road here, the 25 machine, bringing it down pit road.
Our leaders should be bringing it in here shortly as well. They're about 43 laps on theirs, and looks like Kyle's bringing it in right now. Turn the lead over to Joshua.
There goes Kyle. And guess who's, lap 43, and I got it on the nose, 43, lap window. See? I can math.
Impressive.
I can math.
Got a nice battle going on for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. They're all pretty close to each other. We'll see how this works out. Looks like Joshua Schmitz is going to be bringing it in too. He's been running the high line. He's coming in now. Pretty quick. Nice entrance, though. Very nice.
Also looks like Brandon Newton might be bringing it down. Lots of cars. Looks like they're, coming down now.
Newton, Baroni. Let's see here. Vols pitting again.
Yeah,
A little
interesting.
surprised on that one.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it was a penalty or if something came up, but I didn't see anything on my radar that would have shouted out penalty on my end.
No. I'm not. That one's got me.
All right now who inherited the lead is Kyle Rogowski, last pitted lap 13. Running P2, Derek Riley, remember, also pitted on that same sequence. All your cars that pitted lap 13 still out on track. Clay Powell, last pitted on lap 5, still running. He's running in the 6th position. Kyle Schmitz, though, the next car to be a lap down. And on this last pit cycle, last pitted lap 44. And right now he is in the lead in front of Joshua Schmitz. And let's see, as Joshua's battling some lap traffic. And wow, Kyle, look at that gap difference between Kyle and Joshua now after those pit cycles. It's about a 3. I'm looking at 3 seconds between those two.
Yeah, 3.2 is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, huge deal there is Clay Powell, the 07, bringing it back down. Now, Dodd is our man that's doing the real early pit strategy, not Powell. So Dodd's, yes, okay, so keep an eye on Dodd. That's our man that came in on lap 33. He's breaking it up really even, so it's something to keep an eye on with him. Kyle Rogowski, though, last pit of lap 30. I'm going to bring up our pit stop stats for our top 15, and maybe this will help kind of see what's going on here. I'm showing Calvin Smith came in on lap 35. It's showing fuel only, but he might have backed up or missed something. Usually that's what happens when you see the fuel onlys, especially with it should be a 4-tire stop. I'm seeing a lot of that stuff. Interesting. Maybe I have my some data mixed up. We'll have to take a look at that and then see if we have any repairs done. Some cars that have been getting some extra attention done on their cars. Looks like Caleb Elswick was stuck in the pits a little bit longer than usually as he's been racking up 52 seconds of damage. So just little things to keep in mind. And speaking of, let's see if anything on track real quick before I switch off. Jason Trevino and Michael Boone there battling out side by side. That's a battle of 1 lap different tires. I think this thing's turned into a fuel strategist race, though, to tell you the truth there, Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I definitely agree with that. I'm going through and looking at it, and I thought maybe Cody Dorsey had a bit of an incident coming off of turn 2, but just the difference in tires between Joshua Schmitz and him is it's impressive. And
Brad Wilson.
We got a wreck.
Where's Wilson? Wilson! Brad Wilson is sideways on the track before the start-finish line here at Las Vegas. We're going to have to take a look and see exactly what happened. Let's go to the beautiful bean footage here. Brad Wilson waiting to get that car.
Ooh, backing it up.
Yeah, waiting to get cleared. All right, let's go back to our... Oh, he just gets loose there out of 4. I don't know if he's trying to pit. Let's rewind it a little bit further back. Kind of looks like he was trying to pit, but Or he just got, no, and he's not trying to pit. He just got loose out of 4. Loses control at 31, locks it up, hits the outside wall. Big damage to the right front of that car. Man, he just drives it in, and it sticks into that outer barrier wall, and that's going to bring out our 3rd caution here tonight here at Vegas.
You know, for that much damage on the front, you know, he's hauling the mail still, trying to catch back up. So I don't think it's going to be too bad for him, but he's going to have a little bit of time in the pits.
All right, checking back in with our audience. Our audience here, I'm calling this the audience check-in. I'm working on a name. There's a couple working names. I'm not sure which way I'm going, but that's what this thing is called, audience check-in. We are here under caution right now. Remember Burlington Cafe 250. Quantum Contender Series presented by the Burlington Cafe. So huge shout out once again to Kim over there at the Burlington Cafe. Keep serving up that hot sausage gravy, Kim, because it's the best sausage gravy this side of the Mississippi. Pit stops are underway, Kyle, as I'm over here talking all the time. Back to our race footage. We got pit stops. Let's take a look.
Yeah, looking like the top 3. Top 3 are in.
I almost did it again. I almost left it on replay. Okay, here we go. I got a special camera for this. It's not that special. You guys might have seen it. Let's see. Oof, it's a little far away. We're not there yet. Let's go back to TV 1. Okay, so there's Calvin getting a good pit stop out. Here's the race off of pit road. Now we should go to it. Now, I missed the shot. It's okay. Good looking shot here, though, from the cone. This is our cone cam. Listen to those motors scream on by. Beautiful listening, beautiful sound of these motors. As we got, those were some of the pit stops here on this, brought out the caution. All right.
Looks like an extended stay for the 88 of Mike Marshall. Not sure if he got out to hit the porta potty or if he's getting repairing some damage, but him and Elswick are in the pit still.
All right, lap, 3rd caution of the race. We're on lap number 53. Now, I'm confused a little bit. Kyle, see if you can help me out. I'm showing Derek Riley as the leader.
Yep.
Okay. If Derek Riley is the leader and he pitted on lap 53, and Kyle Schmitz is back in 11th and did not pit, came in on lap 44. Is the waiver rounds? Is that what I'm seeing? Is the waiver rounds happening right now? Yeah, okay, I think that's what's happening.
Yep.
Okay.
You got the waiver rounds all the way back to the number 17 of Dylan Lewis.
You know, if I just look at, wow, how'd you do that so fast? I'm over here. I'm over here very confused. I should just watch my OBS screen, though. It's beautiful. It's telling us what car's got the wave around there at the bottom right. So if you're tuning in at home, make sure you just keep an eye on that bottom right. It'll tell you everything you need to know, even if I don't know. And that doesn't happen very often. All right, Kyle. So those cars are going to be catching up. And then, Kyle, I don't know if we're going to get another chance to do this. So I want to do our Crank It Up session brought to you by Okaya. Remember, guys, Okaya definitely coming in clutch with all the awesome music. Their new singles out waiting here. Make sure you go check them out on Spotify. So I wanted to shout out those guys again for all they've done and giving us the chance to play their music and rock out to it. So here we go, guys. Here is the Crank It Up session brought to you by Okaya. As the green flag is dropping, away we go. right, that was our little segment. Hopefully it didn't blow you guys' doors off if they're at home. Still working on all the little cool things we're doing. So let us know how that went for
I thought that was the point. Pretty sure that's the point, right?
I know. I just, Michael Boone here, side by side with the 34. The 34, Kyle Rogowski. This is an underdog Kyle. I like what he's doing. Running top 5, I think he almost had a chance to win the race last week at Michigan. So this is my dark horse Kyle right here of the Rogowski here, of the Rogowski brand, of the house name Rogowski. Is what I'm trying to say.
I went back and I caught the replay of the broadcast from last week, and one thing I forgot is before the race even started, I may have mentioned that it would have been cool to see a Kyle and Kyle show at the end, and a little fortune telling going on. Went and bought myself a lottery ticket, won $100. So
nice.
Hey, just pulling it all together, right?
Just pulling it. It's all coming together. I'm loving it. I'm glad you're getting paid for the broadcasting some way. Somehow you're making it work. So I'm really excited for that, as that's going to hold me off paying you anything for a few more weeks here on the VRN Network, Vortex Racing Network. Remember, guys, stay with the leader. You guys have a chance to clip anything out there or see anything cool, you can do it on Twitch. YouTube, I don't think you can clip any more. Big issues with that. But, yeah, guys, just shout out anything. You got anything cool, pictures, hashtag stay with the leader. As we're here live at Burlington Cafe, 61 out of 165. Looks like everyone came in on lap 53. A couple of outliers. That's going to be Kyle Schmitz in the number 9 machine, lap pitted on lap 44. Lap 45, Joshua Smits, Dusty Summers, Brandon Newton, Dan Baroni, the Presidente, and Alan Bowles and Aiden Pergondi and Clay Powell. A little bit off strategy there. And Jimmy Dodd, I think Jimmy Dodd got caught trying to do that fuel strategy. Oh, we got action back in the back of the pack there. Some smoke coming off. But Dodd got caught there as he probably had to take the wave around. So he last pitted lap 33, having to take that wave around.
Yep, he was still lapped down when that caution came out. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world for him, though.
All right, this thing is starting to get a little more. Now we're getting back single file. Everything's calming down a little bit. Let's take a look and just take a breath. Lap leaders, remember you get a bonus point for lap leaders. So Kyle Schmitz right now, far and above. Looks like he's going to be bringing in that point for that, as he's got 42 laps led at this moment. Another bonus point is for the fastest lap. Let's see what those are. And Kyle Schmitz up there for that fastest lap right now with a 29.48. So Kyle Schmitz with 2 bonus points right now as things stand. And if you lead a lap, you also get a point. So that will go to anyone that's led a lap. And I unfortunately don't have that information on me to show you that one. And then here you go. This one's a little bit better tale of the top 15 drivers with what they did on what lap since pitted. You can see Calvin Smith took 4 tires 11 laps ago. So that just gives an idea of your top 15 drivers and when they last took tires and what they did when they did take pit stops.
Went back and I'm looking at Jimmy Dodd, and he's about a straightaway off the pack right now, and couldn't tell why until we got to the restart and he got caught up. But looks like him and the 17 may have had a little bit of an argument on who was supposed to be ahead of who, and he just missed a jump on it and fell behind. Looks like he may have been in the wrong gear.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Definitely can ruin your day there, being in the wrong gear. It can cause big pileups and guys that run into the back of you. So,
and there, wreck that.
Yes, sir. Me too, in front of the whole field. Very embarrassing. All right, Kyle
We don't
Smith.
talk about that one either.
No, there's a lot of things we don't talk about. So Kyle Smith's there, your lap leader for the race, trying to work his way by Michael Boone here, but Michael Boone doing a great job battling here. Kyle is on older tires. Feel like he got the wave around for some reason. Kyle, is that possible?
Yeah, so he would have been a lap down from the green flag pitting, and when that caution came out, he was part of that pack.
Okay, now we got further back in a little bit of the field that Aiden Pergondi and Scott Pregandi. And Scott Kerberg there battling out. Looks like Scott's going to let the 25 get by, as the 17's on the outside, also going to be able to make that pass of Dylan Lewis. As Dylan Lewis going to sneak by, and now, Dylan Lewis, where is Dylan? Dylan is a lap down. That is why it's not showing up on me there. So, okay, so Dylan Lewis and Brad Wilson are your lap cars right now, lap down. William Gay was not able to make the race tonight. Looks like he hasn't put any laps down there. So, unfortunately, William not able to make it out onto the track for the start of the race. But lap 70 down here out of 165 here in Las Vegas, Sin City, on a nice, cool evening. Not too hot, not real cold for the desert. So, just a nice little breeze coming out of the northwest there, as these guys are doing a great job. Big green flag run here. A couple cautions, though, really making things interesting. So Vegas not really known for cautions in real life, but here they are having 3 already. So hopefully, I don't know, I don't mind having a caution here and there. Oh, it's further back. Oh, Kyle Smith's just all under types of duress here further back. They are still going at it there. Now this is Caleb battling out with Kyle. It seems like the in out cars are on a mission, maybe just to try to do what they can to slow down that number 19, as I think that's the shark in the little pond right now.
It looks like pretty even racing going on in the other parts of the pack.
Yeah, Derek Riley doing a great job. Calvin Smith out to a 1.6 second lead there. Calvin out there with some clean air, able to run his line, doing a great job. Last ran a 30.9. Derek Riley's a little bit just a hair faster. A lot slower this now, though, because he is under duress, and he's got Jason Bottoms making a return. Kyle Rogowski up there in the 34. Jason Bottoms up 12 spots from the beginning of the race and that earlier caution. So great to see Jason out there with a clean race car after using that fast repair. Cody Dorsey going to be up in 7 spots, running in 5th position. Oh, Joshua Smith and Caleb Elswick almost touched there off of exit. Caleb was underneath Joshua, and Joshua just was able to get by the skin of his teeth. As that was a close call there between him and Caleb. Jason Trevino now working underneath the 15 of Michael Boone. And this is for P10 for a top 10 there. Jason Trevino making his way up 2 spots. There's a shot of Dan Barone. Dan Barone, I think he also got the rave around, came in early to pit, and you can kind of see he's not having the same luck as Kyle Smith. But I don't know, Kyle, the front end of that Presidente, I'm not sure. It looks pretty clean. I think that just might be the paint scheme on that thing, but Dan Barone there running right now on P14.
See if I can get a good look at it real quick here.
Yeah, I can't tell if the hood, it just seems like the front hood's separated from the front cowl, but I think it might just be like the paint layer or the paint job.
Yep, I'm thinking it's the paint job because where the hood is at, it looks clean.
Okay, yeah, and the whole front, the bottom front looks clean. Obviously, if there was damage to the hood, that front bumper would have been pretty beat up. So, Dan, I just think a victim of maybe not being able to get that wave around and just struggling a little bit more than Kyle on those fresher tires compared to the other drivers. But this is a big chance here for drivers of like Calvin Smith, Kyle Rogowski, your top 5 drivers to really make some ground here against these guys on older stuff. This is your moment.
Brandon Newton hitting the wall. Not too terrible, but enough to slow him down coming out of 4. Got the 88. Trying to make a run on his outside, but lets him go.
All right, pass. Things heating up here. Joshua, the Schmitz are making their way past Cody Dorsey, and this is for P5. Looks like Kyle's got a nose out in front of Cody. Cody's hanging on the outside, not wanting to give up. Joshua trying to be patient, and it looks like Kyle's going to be able to clear. The number 2 going to follow in his footsteps, running the bottom line, trying to get that clean air on that car. He's not going to wash up. Yeah, nice job by both drivers there.
Got a good battle with Derek Riley and Jason Bottoms just ahead of him. Looks like Riley's able to complete that on the outside, but Bottoms may have a run on the inside. I will say, looking at that number 1 card is a good-looking car.
It
Did
is.
a great job with that paint job.
We're on board with Jason Bombs right now, battling underneath. That's the number 1 O'Reilly we were just speaking of. As they're side-by-side across the start-finish line. Taking a look behind, you can see that's Kyle Schmitz and Fam. Cody Dorsey pulling up P7 right now.
A good battle with the 15 and 44, Boone and Summers. Boone had a nice run on the inside. Summers liking that outside, got to run back.
I want to go take a look at Jason Bottom's graph here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Driver details. All right, Jason Bottoms, you can kind of see his up and down day. So he took the fast repair there early on in the race. That's what the R stands for. Took 4 tires earlier, started back down, and now he's made his way up around. You can just see his trajectory there, doing a great job getting back up to the front here. All right, cool. That button works. Dusty Summers and Michael Boone still battling out. Can't get this thing figured out. Summers in the 44 running that high line, getting a great run. And it looks like Boone's going to have to give up, get back in line, as it's not worth it. As you can see, the Presidente going to be running that high line out of 4. All right, 3 wide almost as Joshua Smith is getting impatient with his dad here. He's looking underneath. They're almost 3 wide. The one of Derek Riley trying to hang on. It's quite impressive. Derek Riley last coming in on almost 9-lap fresher tires, getting passed by the Schmitz. So definitely something in the water that the Schmitz are drinking. Jason Bottom fans, yes, it is very easy from Twitch. Twitch is the easiest. That's why I think I was streaming on Twitch for it. Very easy to Twitch. Mustang, shout out. Let's go 53 SRG in the top 10. Ooh, SRG, that's a good little nickname. Who's SRG?
Who that would be. Only S we have is Scott.
Mustang, you let me know who SRG is because I want to know who that nickname is. All right. Caleb and Jason Trevino battling out. Looks like Jason might have the upper hand here running the bottom. Going to get a good, the 66 working back on his outside. Not going to make it easy. And Jason Trevino's going to have to try again as he is not able to complete that pass off the Boeing backstretch. Not going to get a great run, I don't think, here as he exited very shallow, but could prove me wrong here. Oh, and he does. I think he's going to get the run maybe coming across the start-finish line. Running down low, does got the nose here across the start-finish line. Can he complete the pass heading into 1? And yeah, if he gets another great run on the bottom, I can see him doing it, but this is where he lost time to the 66. Oh, as the 66 has to kind of back off of him. And it's another drag race down the Boeing backstretch as these two can't get it figured out. These two are losing time right now, but this is a battle for P9.
And just ahead of them, got Joshua Schmitz and Kyle Schmitz going at it again.
Okay.
Joshua keeps getting a good run coming off of 2, getting into the back of Kyle and just shoving him into 3.
I think they're working together. I just have a feeling that they're not going to put each other in a bad spot. As you see right here, Father goes low on the apron. Joshua's going to come up high, and they're going to meet in the middle back off of exit as they're trying to chase down Jason Bottoms as we go on board with Kyle Schmidt's point of view. As we can see, Jason Bottoms running now in a podium position, P3, up 13 spots from the beginning of the race. In that admin box number 5 Chevy Camaro. And we're on boards with My Mom's Addiction. Remember, you guys, you need a diecast? Check out My Mom's Addiction on eBay. They have plenty of diecast, awesome stuff and collectibles, so make sure you check them out on eBay.
Looking at lap times here, the leader is actually the slowest of the top 5.
I want to know how 9-lap-old tire cars are catching cars that have fresher tires on them so well.
And it sounds like the 33 is going to be pitting.
Kyle Schmidt's bringing it in. The 19.
44 is in, 33 is in.
Great job on the radio there, Kyle. All right, let's take a look at what Kyle's going to do here. Okay, they're coming in on lap number 89. Oh, he misses his pit stop. That has been a big problem for the Schmidts here, as he has had problems getting that car down pit lane on hot tires. The right sides go on. Pit crew comes around, going to put on 2 more sets of Goodyear Eagles. Fresh can of Sunoco fuel, racing fuel, and away he goes, but loses time there on the pit stop.
You got Joshua Schmitz in. You got the 13 and the 28 coming in as well.
Dylan Lewis in. The 17 in. Correct. Sorry to repeat you there. Right side's going on the 2. Discount tire number 2. Right side's on. Going to be put on the lefts. 13 goes by our screen. And that's the 13 of Alan Bowles.
And is he taking left side tires off? No. Okay, it just looked weird.
Left side's going on. Clay Powell in the 07. With that next level dumpsters.
Sounds like our leader's going to be pitting.
Here comes that KK Woodsafe skimming a destroy car. Calvin Smith, number 3, bringing it down pit road. Oh!
Kyle almost out on the track.
That was very Austin. Ty Dillon of him bringing that thing in.
Yeah, I heard him apologizing to everybody on the radio there. Oh, caution's out.
Caution is out here at Burlington Cafe 250 during the
17.
pit cycle. And the Captain Crunch machine of Dylan Lewis going to bring out that caution as there's huge left front damage onto that car. All right, yellow flag out here.
Now, KK, remember, Captain Crunch and Louie does not necessarily go hand in hand. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lewis.
Oh, sorry. I just hear crunch and I get PTSD. it's really weird. Really weird. Okay. What am I trying to find? I got to find the yellow flag.
Yeah, he just loses it coming out of pit road. Hard impact to the inside wall.
Oh, yeah. Spins that thing out and then just kaboom. Inner safer barrier wall, testing the integrity of that wall. Unfortunate there for the 17, and I think unfortunate for the rest of the field, as I'm not sure what this is going to do with the pit cycle.
Yeah, once again, you have a handful of cars that are all lapped down. Looks like all the way from 10th place back, from 10th to 20th are all 1 lap down right now.
And I'm live. Okay, yeah. Cars are coming down.
Top 4 coming into the pits right now. And the rest of the cars coming in. We got Trevino, Elswick, Boone, Bly, Herbert. Yep. So everybody coming in that was ahead of lap down cars, so they should be getting a wave around here. Cinnamon Toast Crunch car just not having a good day, missing his pits. It looks like that might have been Jimmy Dodd missed his as well.
Oh, that's someone else having a big trouble. Yeah, the 25, I think Aiden.
Oh yeah, got some damage on the front there too. On the left. Let's see what happened to him there.
Lucky dog, Mike D. Marshall.
Oh, he went to turn into his pit stall and hit Jason Bottoms, who was on the inside of him.
Okay, and this was so Jason Bottoms.
Jason came out of his pit stall. just unfortunate for both of them because
Oh,
that's just pit
no.
road.
And Cody Dorsey almost involved there. That was definitely some damage. Hopefully no damage there to that right front tire of Bottoms, as that is your leader getting sideswiped there on pit lane. No safe space on the racetrack. That is one thing you need, keep in mind.
Yeah, just looking at Bottom's car here, he's got some pretty significant damage on that fender, right on the door panel there. Not too much in the front, mostly on the side. Wheel looks good.
It looks dented in, Kyle. It looks like it's a little, I don't know, I can't tell. It's tough. It is scraped. I don't know if it's dented. We're going to have to see. I guess the speeds on the track are going to really matter here. Going to tell the story.
We'll see if he brings it in, get some damage fixed. Yeah. Nope. Staying out.
Okay, so waiver rounds is showing me Kyle Schmitz, Dan Baroni, a lot of other notable drivers, but right now Jason Bottoms is going to be starting on the front row, being your leader, going to be taking us to green flag racing on his outside or inside. That's going to be Cody Dorsey. And the number 3 of Robert Weevil Knievel being in third place, the number 53, and that's Spider Wipes Chevy Camaro. Looking good there on the second row there next to Caleb Elswick. Jason Trevino, AZ runner, up into the 5th position. Michael Boone, 6, up 17 spots. That's the big mover and shaker right now, is the number 15. As those pace car lights are off, and Jason Bottoms is about ready to let this thing rock and roll here at Vegas. 4th caution completed. We're about ready to go green flag racing here at the Burlington Cafe 250. He slows them down and he takes off late in the box, and Bottoms is away. You can see that long line behind on the inside line. That is all the wave around cars. They're going to get that wave around lap, but have to start on the longest line, tail of the longest line there on the inside. Robert Weevil right now bringing it up. He's getting into the second position, able to make the pass. We're going to pick up P2. Caleb Elswick. 5th caution is out. I was going to say, it seems slow. Something happened on track. I felt it. Did not see the caution come out on my screen. I'm sorry about the boys, but Brad Wilson is going to be showing up on my screen as the damage. Let's take a look in what happened here to Brad. Oh my, Joshua Smith getting the T-bone done on the number 30 one of Brad Wilson. We're going to have to rewind this and see how this thing took shape. This is off the restart. Not off the restart, but maybe the second lap. Yeah, we'll wind it back and start from here.
I'm over here trying to call it out, and my mic's not picking up anything, so.
I can hear you now.
All right.
So the 2 gets an awesome run in the outside. Not clear. The 31 is not clear. Doesn't realize the 2 is there so quickly. And he's going to clear himself into the outer barrier wall there. Safer barrier wall here at Vegas Cross the start-finish line. Restart zone there. As that's going to bring out the 5th caution here. We're already 3 cautions above our last season's total. So definitely a lot of action here already at the Burlington Cafe. And that is going to be bringing out the other caution. I don't think we're going to have anyone. This might help some of the cars that got the wave around, that early wave around. Usually when you get a wave around, you're really hoping for a caution to even out and equalize everything. Michael Boone going to be bringing that number 15 car down pit road right now. Joshua Smith's bringing that number 2 car down to see if there's any damage from that hit. And remember, folks, if you see any cars getting an EOL, that means they claimed that penalty. And just keep an eye. There you go. Lucky dog Aiden Pergandi, the number 25, going to be getting that wave around. Going to be
catching a lucky break there after that pit road incident.
Yeah, and that's going to put him back on the lead lap, I believe, too, old Pergandi. Yep. So that's a big deal there. Able to capitalize on those cautions. That's what you got to just stay in the race, keep the car clean, and sometimes things fall your way, but you got to be there to be able to get the lucky dog. So Good job there by Aiden being able to get that done. Next car down is Jimmy Dodd, it looks like, and he is 2 laps down. So Dodd going to need some help. Remember, he was one of the guys that tried that early pit strategy, not paying off right now for Dodd. Jason Bottoms, though, is your leader, and we're going to go ahead and do the rundown here for your restart just to get you guys all caught up to speed. And that is going to be your first 5 rows here. Jason Bottoms and Robert Weevil going to be your front runners. Caleb Elswick, Cody Dorsey, Jason Trevino, Derek Riley, Dakota Bly, Scott Herbert, Calvin Smith, and Kyle Rogowski going to be bringing up your top 10 cars on this restart. Bottoms is going to be your leader, going to have the lane choice and going to be starting off of his acceleration off the restart there. So having an eventful race here tonight. 5th caution out. 100 laps down, Kyle.
Been eventful.
Yes.
Just looking at our top 5 here, and Cody Dorsey has been hanging out mid-pack, a little bit further back than that, and sitting up here in 4th place right now. Same tire, same 6-lap tires as everybody else around him, so it should be a pretty even show for him.
Cody Dorsey, last pitted lap 93, had a great pit stop there. Great pit lap time. Finds himself in P3. Kyle Schmitz, we were all wondering, he's last pitted lap 88 off that caution state. No need to come back down for fuel. I believe they are going to have to pit again. Well, no. They're good on fuel, correct?
No. They're going to have to pit again.
Okay. All right. Bottom's coming down to the restart line, and that's the bottom line as Jason Bottom leads them off here off of the start finish line at Vegas as he heads into turn 1. Calvin Smith almost getting taken 3 wide, but the 14 backs off of him. Look at the 3 pull away from those boys as he's going to get a run on Jason Trevino. Gives the Trevino a bump. Raising Canes. One love. Better look out for Calvin Smith as the number 3.
44 going around. Turn 3.
40, 40, 07. Oh, 07. They're going to keep it off. They're still green. No, they're yellow. They're green.
Green. Still green.
And they're coming down pit lane. Those boys are coming down pit lane. We're still green.
Yep, I got the 88, the 44, and the 13. 13 looks like he's towing it.
Yeah, Alan Volz stuck on the inside wall of pit lane there. Stuck. Has at the tow button. No yellow out. I can't believe it, Kyle. No yellow. Alan Volz already a meatball flag there. That might be the end of his day. We'll have to see if we can get the tow truck there and get back on the track. But yes, we do have another green flag cycle to hit if we do go green here. We're lap 103 out of 165. We're thinking they're going to be coming in around 143 if they want to stretch it, but these guys might be cutting this thing in half as we have 3 cars coming down. Dusty Summers, Mike Marshall, and Alan Volz, Brad Wilson, all involved in that incident there. We'll have to take a look back at that if we get a chance there. That was lap number 101, I believe. So I'll write that down for us to take a look at later if we can. Wow. It is getting intense here as the drivers know this is their chance to make a push as they got re-racked. But Jason Bottoms right now, your leader, 2/10 of a lead over Caleb Elswick. Robert Weevil doing a great job back further in the pack. You saw that smoke. That was Joshua Smits hitting that outside wall. He's got the Presidente underneath him. They're battling side by side out of turn number 4. Still side by side, going to be coming through the tri-oval. Alan Volz is out of the pit lane, so Alan Volz had a fast repair, repaired that vehicle, got the tow truck, got it towed in, and he's back out on track there.
It looks like he's going to be about 3 laps down, but considering that, it's not bad.
Not where our outside pole sitter wanted to be there, Kyle. Tough break for the 20. I mean, the 13, I'm sorry. Oh, I see grass. We got a car on the infield. No, I saw grass flying up into the air there. Oh, tight racing here, back further in the pack. I got to get this thing to blimp. Let's take a look at our farmersonlyblimp.com. Nice little shot here, Cody Dorsey. Calvin Smith having to get off the gas there, not getting up into Cody Dorsey. Calvin looks like he's got a little bit faster car there in the number 3, trying to make his way by. And here comes the 19 of Kyle Schmitz working on the outside door of Derek Riley right now. This is for position number 5 for our top 5. They're all battling. Cody Dorsey hanging on to a top 4 right now. But Calvin Smith in a hurry. Here comes the 19 with a run. He's got the one underneath. The 19's going to be stuck pinned up. Now he makes the move down low. Going to try to put his front nose underneath the 3, and he gets it there. Let's see if he can work the bottom with that dirty air in front of Cody, behind Cody Dorsey. Ooh, man, tight racing there. I'm going to go on board with Derek. Let's take a look what Derek's dealing with here.
I'd say nice battle between Calvin and Kyle right now. He's got a good show going.
Yeah, I was like, we got to get on board with him.
Nice run on the outside by Calvin. Gonna bring Derek right up there with him.
Calvin.
Calvin shuts the door on Kyle.
That was rough.
That was bold.
All right, and that's going to slow down the progression of Kyle there, as you can see, on board with Derek. Derek's going to get that run on the outside. I feel like Kyle, yeah, there's the nose of Kyle. I know Kyle's still hanging on, but that did slow him down completely, and now that leaves Derek and Kyle to left to battle. Let me get us back to the broadcast view here, and here we go. Side-by-side action as they get this thing. That bought Calvin some time, but I think that 19 is definitely going to have the number 3 on his mind, and maybe even on his list.
Got Weevil Knievel going on the inside of Jason Bottoms, and it looks like Calvin's going to get a good run on Cody Dorsey here. So a lot of good battles going on up front right now.
We missed it. We missed the pass for the lead, I think, there for Caleb, right? Jason was leading this race. Robert was hanging out in P3, so something happened to Jason Bottoms there. I'm going to see if I can find it, but let's see. I'm looking for a Caleb Elsick pass. Let's see if we can find it. Here we go. There's 5 up there at the top right of your screen. Elswick on the bottom. Wow, I don't know what happened. The bottom's there. It looks like he just had a bad run out of exit, and then Caleb, with the more momentum, just able to kind of cruise by the 5. Well, the 5's going to. 5 just gives it up. I'm wondering, it might be some fuel stuff, but obviously
19. Kyle and Cody touching doors. They are tapping. That's the third. They've hit each other 3 times before they got to the straightaway.
Back on board with Derek, because he's been just in all the right spots for us for our onboard cam.
Apparently, we need to pay him for those camera views.
You can kind of hear him having the lift there as Cody's going to diamond it back down the track, and now Cody's got to run on the 19. And here comes that 34, Kyle Rogowski. Don't forget about me, the number 3-4. I'm ready to go. Here he comes now. I'm in the party. He's looking 3 wide here between Cody Dorsey and Kyle Schmitz as they're playing this game. I think Derek Riley's just happy to sit back here and stay out of this thing as he might see something brewing right now. And here comes Joshua Smith. It's a family reunion here for Cody Dorsey.
And Kyle Schmitz taps the wall coming out of 2. Not too bad. Kyle Rogowski's got a nice run on Cody, but it's going to let up going into 3. But going to charge back on the inside coming out of 4. Good setup, good pass. Looks like he's going to bring Joshua Schmitz right with him. Going into turn 1.
Joshua Smith.
Dirty air.
Yeah, and Joshua Smith's on 7-lap fresher tires. Joshua Smith's he came in for maybe fuel only 7-second stop, so I'm not going to say he took fuel then, but he might be on par with the rest of the guys, maybe lap 91.
Got Calvin on the inside of Jason Bottoms.
Oh, they're touching again. Side by sword. Doors are banging. Kyle Rogowski, though, looking for an opening, trying to fit his way in here with that bobble from those with the front 3 cars.
Looks like we might have the Kyle show going on again.
This isn't looking good, Kyle. This looks like a formation with fighter jets from the Nellis Air Force Base right down the road here.
Joshua just squeezing it in between them. He's going to force 3 wide. Oh, this is going to get tight.
Oh, Calvin even comes down a little bit too. Oh, Calvin's trying to block.
Wow. That was a move.
And here comes Kyle. Another block, sending him down to the apron.
We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, Calvin's stuck between the Schmitz.
It's a Schmitty deal right now. Oh, the 3 ekes it out, able to get by. The blocks are paying. The blocks are paying off for Calvin Smith, the leader right now, though, over a 2.6 ahead. But you know the Schmitz aren't happy.
Looks like Joshua's going to edge out Kyle here. Bring Rogowski with him. Oh, he's got to check up. Calvin running all the right lines, though.
He is. He's doing a great job as the Schmitz connect right there.
Touch.
On board with Calvin right now off the gearbox cam. As he's hanging on for dear life. He's trying to not run away mode because he's got to have a big set to do what he just did earlier here to the Schmitz. And you know those Schmitz aren't going to like it if they can catch back up to this number 3 machine. All right, and they have closed the gap back up after the battling between those 3. The lead has shrunk up to 1.3 now from 1.6.
Pretty even on their last lap, 9:52 to 9:72.
Maybe Calvin gives them up here. Maybe he doesn't want any more trouble trying to let these guys go by without too much more of a fight. But no, Calvin's got a nice little run here on the outside through the tri-oval. Going to be coming in the entry number 1. Let's see what he can do. And Kyle
cruise right through.
Kyle,
that was a move.
What a move. 3 wide to shutting the door on the 3. And there goes Kyle Schmitz taking over P3. Now that leaves a battle between the Calvin and Joshua. The 3 and the 2 now. I'm sorry. The 3 and the 2 now side by side. Oh, and he runs them up the track a little bit there to get a good entry. The number 2 drives it down to the apron. Calvin's going to try to fight back on the outside. It looks like he might have a run. Might be able to get that right front up to the right rear quarter fender to not let him clear, and he does. Able to keep back the number 2 for now. It looks like we got Jimmy Dodd bringing it down pit lane right now. Lap 122 out of 165. Expect pit stops maybe around the 135 mark if you want to split it in half. Kyle Rogowski now up into the 2. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to this thing as they're touching doors. They able to get some separation, and here comes the 3-4. And the 3-4 is going to fall back in line there underneath the 2, and they're going to get single file. And now the job now is to chase down Caleb Elswick. That lead from Elswick has dropped another second. 0.47. Robert Weevil Knievel. 0.4 of a second behind the leader. Kyle Smith's picking up the 3rd spot in that Ford Mustang, the number 19. Putting on a show right now.
Not quite sure what we got going on, but Jimmy Dodge just parked on pit road. Like, not in a stall.
Jimmy Dodd, I'm not sure if he's pulling out what's his name from the Infinity Series? Parking it on the apron and giving the middle fingers up to the tower. I'm not sure what Jimmy Dodd's doing.
Yep, I'm lost.
Kyle Smith's out.
Just need to reset his wheel or something. Who knows?
Okay, so Kyle Smith's now underneath Robert Weevil. They're side by side. Weevil does a great job. Oh, Robert Weevil pounds the outside wall. He pounds the outside of the wall. That right front fender of that Camaro is dented in. That's going to spell trouble for Weevil. Unfortunate there for the number 53 having such a great run, as that's probably going to drop off a lot of speed there for the 53.
Got a caution here.
Caution is out.
Caution.
Jimmy Dodd has crashed. Jimmy Dodd has crashed, Kyle. Let's catch our breaths. Let's catch our breath and check out.
I mean, we can catch those too. We're in Las Vegas.
I'm sure you could catch a pair of those too. All right, let's look at what happened to Jimmy Dodd here. All right, so the 7, we saw him stop at the start-finish line, flipping off the tower, gets back in his car, comes out of pit road entry, and he parks it right on the NASCAR Cup Series line and tows. And that's going to bring out your caution here, folks, on lap number 127. That's your caution.
I'm confused.
I think that's going to be taken up with some administration to see exactly what's going on there. I'm not sure. We don't know the full story. I'm just, making fun with him, sticking up the middle fingers. We're not sure what he's doing over there. So hopefully Jimmy Dodd is okay and is getting checked out or whatever needs to take care of it. We'll find out more information there as the race goes on. Okay, we wanted to try to bring somebody in. Do you remember who we wanted to talk to? It was Dodd with his straight strategy, but now
we had Vols as well.
You wanted to know what happened to Vols?
He's 3 laps down. Do you want to bring somebody in off the lead lap, maybe?
Yes. Let's think of someone to bring in as a pit car as they're coming down here. Here we go. This is going to be the money lap because this pit stop should get them to the end. You need to make it to lap 160.
Yeah, it's a little shy. You're still sitting at about 30, 38, 37 laps.
You can make it.
You're good.
Yeah, we said 43. We saw them run to 43, but maybe that was under saving. It could still be tight. There might be some saving still involved here, so we'll have to keep an eye here as Caleb Elswick is your leader, bringing it down pit road. Let's see if he can get off pit road as the leader also. 19 with a good little jump there. Did close the gap a little bit, but able to keep it. The number 2 able to squeak by Calvin Smith. Calvin wanted to really get up there and mix it up with those guys, and he's going to be able to, as Calvin's going to sit on the outside row of Joshua Smith and right behind Kyle. Depends on what lane Caleb takes, so we're going to keep our eyes glued to that.
What do you think? Maybe bring in Kyle, sitting in second right now, last week's winner?
Okay, let me see if I can find him. You got to let me know.
Looking to see if I can find anybody in chat. Right now, I only see
Kyle.
And Dodd.
Okay, here we go. Kyle's in spare parts. Okay, go for it.
Oh, welcome to the Kyle and Kyle show.
Hey,
Kyle
what's
Schmidt.
up?
Hey, Kyle Schmitz, you got your ears on. It's Kyle, and Kyle up here in the booth. I know we got you for a quick second there before the pace car lights go off, but Kyle, go ahead and shoot him a question, buddy.
Yeah, so you've been caught lapped down a couple times. So sitting in second, what's your thoughts? Looking like might be a green flag to the end?
Oh, yeah, it's going green to the end. Whoever can get into turn 1 first here, I think can control the rest of the race. We can all max power the full time. Whoever gets into turn 1 here, I think is going to be able to control the race. If he gets it, I'm going to have to do everything I can to get in front of him. Josh and Calvin behind me, we're all going to be going into turn 1 and turn 3 on this first restart lap as hard as we possibly can. It's going to be fun. It's been fun up till now. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, it's definitely been entertaining to watch from up here, and you do have some help right behind you with Josh. So, good luck out there, and we'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, good luck to Calvin out there, or we'll be watching. All right, that was Kyle Smith, part of the Spare Parts Discord team there. So got him back in his Discord. Hopefully he's in the right spot. Yep, I'm double checking. And here we go, man. Intense racing here. Going to be going back, green flag racing. Keep your eyes peeled on Calvin Smith and Kyle and Joshua right here, because this is going to get interesting as the 19's rubbing up all over. Elswick. Pace car is off, folks. Here we go. It's the showdown restart zone. Caleb Elswick drops the hammer. Away he goes.
Big jump by Elswick. Calvin Smith coming right with him. The 19's going to have a good run coming out. 2's going to be able to follow him. Might not have enough to get down the backstretch, though, to get around Calvin.
Oh, and that's the last thing Joshua wanted to see is that number 3 back in front of him again on fresh tires. As now it's going to be a game of managing your stuff. Oh, they're bumping back in the back. Jason Bottoms. They're touching still. Huge wreck there across the start-finish line here in Vegas as we got cars going every which way. Huge wreck here at Las Vegas. Towards the end of the race, another huge wreck. The Presidente involved. Jason Trevino involved. Cody Dorsey, Kyle Rogowski, and Robert Weevil Knievel going to be taking his interview from the AMR safety tent. Oh, my gosh. Kyle, that huge wreck there. Let's catch our breaths. Oh,
yeah, looks like Trevino's going to be done. Broken toe link. I know he's used his fast repair already, so that's a bummer.
Yeah, there's 2 meatball flags out there. Kyle Rogowski's got a meatball flag. All right, here we go back to let's take a look at this yellow flag.
Yeah, big front right damage for Rogowski.
All right, let's rewind it here. It's 3 wide. The Presidente goes underneath Bottoms. He has a huge run. Looks like the 5 gets tight and has to let off the 34. And that's the moment, the 33, they touch, the 34 bumps up on the wall, and here he goes. This sets off the chain reaction. Okay, so there's the 34 to 33. Oh, and then further back, there's another separate incident. Let's take a look at that. Hold on a second. Let me get back to these boys. You can see these 3 getting together here. Let's rewind it and see exactly what happens. It looks like the 68 Trevino trying to get out of the way. So the wreck's happening up in front of them. They go down low to get out of the way, and they also wreck. Huge shots there from everybody. Wow, let's get another look at this from a different angle. Kyle, you keep an eye on the pit stop situation. I'm going to rewind this one slow-mo here just to enjoy and appreciate what we just saw here. Oh.
Yeah, looking at Weevil Knievel, he's taking 4 tires, getting some damage repaired. No fast repair for him. Used it earlier. He's got to get going, though. Otherwise, he's going to get caught a lap down if he wants to stay.
Robert Weevil.
He's going to stick around and get some work done, go a lap down.
Okay, and that was Robert, right? Correct. And Jason. Jason's in tough shape because he did use that fast repair already. And it looks like Robert Weevil will be using those spider wipes, Kyle. We weren't sure what they were used for, but I'm pretty sure he's busting out the wipes right now.
Yeah, even if that's not their purpose, you're definitely using them. Looks like Cody Dorsey's using his fast repair, getting that all taken care of. Maybe taking some tires. Or hitting the Porta-John, one of the 2. I don't know what he's doing right now.
I think he's just collecting his thoughts as an admin because him, Cody Dorsey, and a special shout out to our admins here. It's Cody Dorsey, Derek Riley, and Dakota Bly, all putting in the hard work in this series to keep these guys running and organizing them as they have quite a great series on their hand. But man, what a huge wreck there. We're gonna have to take a look back. We did take a nice look at it, but yeah, what a huge shot there from. Unfortunately there for some of those drivers, especially Cody, as he was running really well. Dan Baroni also with that major damage, as that's going to shake things up, and it's going to give another chance here to the front drivers to take another shot at Caleb, as Caleb looks like to be running real strong here in that in-and-out team Ford Mustang.
Yeah, it looks like Rogowski took his fast repair as well. Baroni does not have one, so he's got some major front right damage. Looking like maybe... Looks like the tire should be fine. Might just be cosmetic, but we'll see how that plays out for him. He definitely looks like he went for a ride somewhere, and I don't know if it was the Dente or not, but there is some Dentes all over his car.
There's a lot of Dentes all over that garage.
That's terrible. I'll see myself out.
No, I like that one. I can't say the word breath. I mean, so you're okay, man.
Win in Las Vegas.
All right, look, so there's your field there. You got Kyle Schmitz on the outside. Remember, My Mom's Addictions. Check them out, eBay. You got Calvin Smith there, Sim and Destroy, KK Woodscapes. Thank you for the shout there, Calvin. And you got Joshua Smith out there in a discount tire car. And Derek Riley going to bring up 5th position. Man, this is going to be a good race. Brandon Newton also out there. So lots of drivers keep your eyes on, as this thing is going to be a barn burner here. Lap 133. We're counting it down. 7th caution completed here. Pace car lights are off. And the pace car going to be heading down pit road here off of turn 4.
Yeah,
Drivers
Jason
are-
Bottoms with the damage still up there in the top 8. So see how that plays out for him. See if he can hold, position or at least maintain.
Yeah, Derek Riley looking for a big jump from that last race as he finished best. Same thing with Calvin Smith, looking for a big rebound
Big jump
race.
on the inside. Not so well for Calvin. Kyle's got a nice run, trying to squeeze him. Calvin's got a good run now. Oh, Calvin gets loose coming out of 2 right up in front of Kyle.
Yeah, the 2 that
Running
take
the
the high
second
line.
having to check out or check up.
Yeah, Bottoms card looking like the damage isn't too bad as he's hanging in there. He's not dropping like a rock. Here goes Kyle Rogalski losing a spot, I believe, to the 07 of Clay Powell.
Kyle's got a good run on Aiden. Aiden?
Yeah, I'm going with Aiden. Yep.
Looks like he may have lost it coming out of 4. Wagowski's got a good run now. Should have some freshies on that car, so he should be able to take off pretty quickly once they get up to 10th. Cody Dorsey, same boat. He's moving on the inside of the 07 of Powell.
Yeah, and I think that car's going to be okay from that wreck. He might have used that fast repair because that car's looking awfully clean. I think he was involved in that. We did see him there for that long stop on pit road.
Yep.
Brandon Newton has a little bit of a run there on the Bottoms machine. Just wasn't able to run his line he wanted. But Bottoms under duress right now from Brandon Newton. Gonna try to pack air on that left rear spoiler, try to get a run here on the outside. Newton looking to make the pass for P6.
Up front, Caleb's got a 0.3 of a second lead over Calvin, who's got a 0.3 of a second lead over Kyle, who's got a 0.3 of a second lead over Joshua. So pretty even up front between the top 4.
Brandon Newton making the pass
Kyle
there.
Schmitz hits the wall.
Smith's up into the outside barrier wall. Kyle now under duress from Joshua. Joshua now has a side-by-side run. And guess who's out in front of those 2 cars? Calvin Smith able to get back past. Let's see. Oh, Kyle going to make a
Good run by
move.
Kyle.
Yeah, big move underneath Calvin. Let's see if he can make it stick.
Calvin should have a nice run on the outside. We'll see if he slams the door or not. Nope, not going to be able to.
No, he's there as Smith gets back up in the Joshua gets back up in the wall. Not too bad of the scrape there. Kyle Rogowski now trying to make the move past Bottoms. Jason Bottoms fans, I'm not sure how much bad damage it was. I did see him just have some. I thought I did see him have some contact, so not sure if it is affecting that car, but I believe it is. But he's hanging in there right now, dropping back to 8th position. Oh, Kyle's gonna have to let up. He's giving them dirty. Oh, the Smiths hit each other.
Smiths take each other out.
The Smiths is
Wow,
sideways.
that
You got
is
cars
a
going
Schmitty
down.
situation.
Oh,
Wardowski gets in it. Riley's in it.
the 24 comes in off the top rope and gives another shot to the 19.
Oh.
Cody Dorsey has front end damage. There's pandemonium everywhere. Derek Riley's cars also hit.
Joshua backs it down and almost hits Powell, and then the Dente comes in. They're trying to fix his car the wrong way.
And another yellow flag here out at Las Vegas. That's a Schmitty day right there.
Very. Not to take away from the caution and all the chaos going on, but I will say that Caleb actually just put down his fastest lap of the race at 29.399, taking that away from Schmitz. So
Nice.
insult to injury after that wreck.
Yeah, that's
Looks
gonna.
like our leaders are coming down, but Jason Bottoms staying out.
All right, Bottoms is out. We're gonna take a look at the replay here. Yeah, just let me digest this. So Calvin doing his best job, making life hard on the Schmitz. This is coming out of 4. Kyle gets tight with that dirty air off of exit, and he pulls tight right up in front of the 2, clears himself in front of the 2, and this causes now the 1 is going to get hit there. Let's go further back and see. Let me bring this back so we get a better shot at exactly what's taking place. We'll go slow.
Fast repair for Kyle.
There's the 34 to Wagowski. The 19, then the 24 comes in off the top rope, hits Kyle. A little bit more damage here up in the front. That's the 1 of Derek Riley and the 2 of Joshua Smith. Then you see the 2 backing it up. Oh, almost takes out Powell as they get that thing straightened out. The 33, like you said, Dan Peroni almost comes in and gets some more damage. So close calls there. Huge wreck there. I'm not sure who's going to be left over from this thing, but Jason Bottoms staying out, Kyle, like you mentioned, going to take a chance here in Vegas, put his money on all his chips on the table and see if he can come home with some hardware.
We got Derek Riley used his fast repair. Kyle Schmitz used his. I think Joshua used his already. Let's see here. Barone actually just used his. 2 tire stop for Calvin. And I think Calvin's the only one that took 2 tires.
And you're telling me Calvin is going to be starting on the outside on the front row? Yep. Okay.
It's going to be interesting. No tires, 2 tires, and then 4 tires behind.
Wow.
Now, I do want to give a shout out to the 15 of Michael Boone, up 19 spots from his qualifying position. So good day for him going right now. See if he can keep that one up.
Yeah, part of that In and Out esports group. I feel like they're trolling me, and they know I'm from Southern California, but
did we ever figure out what It and Out is?
It's an esports group. They got Instagram, X, and looks like a Twitch sign. So we'll have to hey, check them out. Free plugs right here for In and Out. All right. Jason Bottoms on the inside row, leading him around here at Las Vegas. Laps are counting down. I think there's 24 laps left, 25 laps left. 8th caution of our race tonight. Green flag away. Jason Bottoms is going to lead him off the restart zone. And here we go.
The restart for the inside. Looks like Powell might have been in the wrong gear.
Oh, yeah. It's messy down. It is a little bit messy.
Big run on the inside for Caleb. Going to slide up in front of Calvin. Nope. Going to keep it down low.
Calvin on the outside, door on door 66. Calvin's going to have. Oh, he's touching.
Oh,
Calvin's forcing the issue. And here comes Aiden, the 25 per Gandy.
Where did he come from?
Having a tough race, but look at him putting it on. Late in this race, up to P4. Jason.
Some names we haven't seen up front.
And here goes Brandon Newton looking underneath, trying to make it 3 wide, but looks like Aiden came down. Oh, Calvin Smith pinching. Calvin Smith all over to 66, forcing the issue. Oh, we got trouble back here, further back, and this Joshua Smith's going to end up getting blocked there. He's going to try to make a 4-3 wide here across the start-finish line. There's the Presidente. Dan Baroni making another appearance as there's heroes coming now back from the back of the pack up to the front. Just like that, that caution has flipped this race upside down. Calvin Smith now door on door. This is not ending well. 66 all over. They're going to have to go 3 wide around Jason Bottoms. What's Jason going to do? Oh, Jason's not there in time. Doesn't shut the door. They're going to have an outside run now coming across the start-finish line. The 3's going to try to draft off the 5. Jason Bottoms in trouble.
Jason drifting up the track. Big run by Calvin coming out of 2. Has to check up. Aiden making a run with Joshua. Joshua coming back after that wreck. Got the Dente right behind him. So starting to see the names that were up front coming back.
He's just going to fight through traffic and not burn up their stuff is the key. Jason doing a great job trying to hang on to this position just to have a good net day. I think he finishes in the top 10, he'll take it here off after staying out like that. We'll have to see what the 5 car can do here. Brandon Newton
He's
having a
pushing
tough
tight.
time. Yeah, pushing tight.
Calvin and Jason both got into the wall. Big run by Joshua on the inside of Calvin. Dente gets around the 25. Calvin got a big run coming back. Is Joshua going to close the door? Nope. Calvin's going to hit the wall. It'll take away that run.
Oh, man.
Jason has fallen all the way back to 10th now. That hit was not good for his car.
Yeah, Jason struggling right now, hemorrhaging spots, finding himself in P10 right now.
All right, so as we cross the line, Joshua is a half second back from the leader. Derek Riley making a move on the outside of the 28 of Newton. Big run coming. Going to have something on the inside for the 25. Going to shut the door on him. Oh, they almost touched.
Oh, the 25.
On track, sliding, checking up. Wow.
Aiden, hang on to it, Aiden.
Good save by the 1 and 25.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that should have been a caution.
You saw earlier a car get down on the apron there below the white line and lose control. 25 doing a great job hanging on to it. Michael Boone's shutting the door on Newton. Newton has some front end damage. You can see there on the 28 machine of the Chevy Camaro, a little dented in there. He's battling side by side with Aiden Pergonde. Aiden Pergonde, though, hey, shout out to Aiden bringing that thing back up, having a rough day, fighting up for a P10, top 10 right now. See what Aiden can hang on to this thing.
Right now, our leads still have second. And, Calvin's a 10th behind Joshua, and then it kind of fades out about 0.6 of a second back to the Dente.
Calvin Smith, remember, put 2 tires on only. Everyone else had 4 tire stops except Jason Bottoms. There's a shot at Bottoms right now running P10. Starting to get a little bit spread out. See if anyone can make a charge back up the front. Kyle Smith was able to work his way up through some traffic, finds himself in P6 right now. Jason Trevino and Mike D. Marshall, both meatball flags out right now out of the race in pit road.
Got the 5 of Bottoms making a run on the outside of the 28. Nice little battle going on for.
Oh, this is getting spicy
10th place,
back here.
9th place.
It's spicy
Nice.
meatball back here.
Nice late run by Kerberg, getting back up towards the top 10.
Jason Bottoms, I have no idea who's got what for tires right now. I'm kind of at a loss. I can't keep track with all the pit stops, and they have so many sets of tires.
Our lead's down to 1/10 of a second right now. Josh was closing in on Caleb.
Remember, Joshua led 99 laps last season and finished in P2 behind Kyle Schmidt. So Joshua, no stranger to this situation.
Josh was definitely making that outside lane run for him, getting some good runs coming off of both 2 and 4.
4 cars under a blanket right now. That's Scott Kerberg, Brandon Newton, Dakota Bly.
Oh, Joshua touches Caleb as they're going into 1. Has to check up. Doesn't lose too much off of that, though. Still about 1/10 of a second behind.
Scott Kerberg right now working on that top 10 finish. Jason Bombs in P9 to 20 of Brandon Newton trying to hang on, trying to find himself up in the P10 spot. Had a good race last time last week at Michigan. Checking back up at the front. Here we go again, Kyle.
Dirty air. Got too close to him going into 1. That dirty air got him.
Speaking of dirty air, Kyle Smith's now back behind He's put in a hard spot behind a Presidente and Derek Riley. Presidente is going to come up and exit high. Off of exit, going to kind of pin in Kyle Schmitz here. Not a great place to be if you're looking for clean air.
Yeah, I think if Josh wants to get around Caleb, he's going to have to do it on the high side. There's no way that Caleb's going to give up the low.
Oh, he gets loose. Caleb gets loose. It opens the door down the back, bowling backstretch side by side, trying to side draft the 2 to try to hang him up. Joshua's going to get a run here off of 2. Let's see what happens coming out of 4, Kyle. Pass for the lead. Yeah, pass for the lead. Joshua Smith takes over the lead here at Vegas late in the race. Joshua Smith is your new leader here on lap 160. 6 laps to go here at the Burlington Cafe 250. Time is winding down. Joshua Smith is in the driver's seat. Can anyone reel in Joshua in the number 2?
Yeah, just in that one lap, he's got a half-second lead over Caleb. Kyle Schmitz making a late race charge on the Dente there, going on the inside.
Able to get past Derek Riley, now working on the inside of the 33 of the Dente. And he closes the door right on the Dente. That's one way to get your Chili's to go. And Joshua Smith is checked out on the field right now. 0.6 of a lead and growing. 4 laps here to go at the Burlington Cafe 250, presented by Burlington Cafe and the Quantum Contender Series. Thank you for tuning in on the Vortex Racing Network. Remember to stay with the leader. Dakota Bly further back in the pack. This is that little pack. They are battling for a top 10 position. Dakota Bly all over the back door. Scott Kerberg, the Wordle. And he got the 13. Oh, man, the 13 of Brandon Newton falling back a couple spots, trying to hang in there with it right now at a P13. Clay Powell doing a great job, P14. But the battle on the track right now, I'd say, is Scott Kerberg and then Calvin Smith and Kyle Schmitz. Let's see what happens here. But 3 laps to go here at Vegas. It's closing down, folks. Can Kyle Schmitz make a pass here? Let's see how much Calvin gives him trouble. They had earlier
little... Wiergowski comes up on the track, and that could have been bad.
Wiergowski trying to find his way to the pit
right
road.
On the inside.
2 laps to go.
Calvin fighting back on the outside.
Are they going to make it clean off of the turn exit here? They do. Oh, outside wall. There's Joshua. Joshua needs to go one more time to get the white flag lap. Does not want to see a yellow come out. There's Calvin. Looks like that's going to be cleaned up, and Joshua Smith's going to be taking the white flag this time by as he crosses the start-finish line here at Vegas. And there it is, the final lap. Joshua Smith last season led 99 laps, but not the most important one. Tonight here at the Burlington Cafe 250, Joshua Smith closes the deal, and it looks like he's going to take this turn off of turn 4, his last turn here at the Burlington Cafe 250, and pick up his first win of the season, his first race of the season, as Joshua Smith brings home the win here at the Burlington Cafe 250.
Nice hard fight getting back to where, getting back to the lead there after that wreck. Both him and Kyle.
James Schurman, my boy, 25th from 20th to 8th. Great race. You guys, thank you, James. We appreciate the shout out. Okay, let's get back to Joshua. I have a bad habit of not showing the race leader celebrate. I need to get better at that. But congratulations there to Joshua Smith. Let's take a look at our podium finishers. And there they are, your top 3 right there. Kyle going to get a P3 after all that. He battled back, able to get past Calvin and some of that lap traffic. And there goes the 2 there. Joshua celebrating this well-earned victory after some contacts, some high-stakes gambles, was able to collect and cash out here in Vegas and leave with some hardware here in Sin City.
Yeah, big shout out to Jason Bottom, still finishing in the top 10, even with that damage, coming in 9th. Scott Kerberg up 10 positions, finishing 10th. And then our big mover, Michael Boone, up 16, finishing 7th. So good run for him. Aiden coming in 8th. Good finish after in a very eventful day.
Yeah, I was going to say some big guys, some names to really keep an eye on. And then Robert Weevil having a great day and having that late wreck on lap 131, I believe, around that, not 131, but later on in the race. Tough break there for Robert as he completed 130 laps, was up in the top 5. So heartfelt goes out to him. Let's see. Oh, interviews, Kyle. You ready? I'm going to get these guys in here. Okay, let me get set up. Let me get don't want to break anything. Hold on. Here we go. Audience check-in. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to get these interviews underway. Kyle, I'm going to bring in the boys. You handle the questions, and I'll handle the highlights. How's that sound?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. I want driver details. Okay, hold on. We're going to rewind this. Okay, let me get Discord up. Bear with me. All right, here we go. Waiting room. I got Caleb, Josh, and Kyle. Caleb, Josh, and Kyle. All right, let's go with Kyle. We're going to bring in Kyle. We're going to start from third and work our way up. So here we go.
Oh, welcome back to the Kyle and Kyle show.
Thank you. Hello.
So, that was eventful.
That was eventful. That was the most up and down race that I think I've ever had on any game, on any platform, anything. That was nuts.
Yeah. Watching the battle with Josh and, watching you guys get into each other, that was hard to see. Did you think your race was going to be over at that point?
Oh, absolutely. I pushed up into him and I was yelling. I'm like, check up. I messed up. But we race each other. We might be father-son. And but we race each other as hard as we race anybody else. So like we don't really give each other room. We try to beat each other. Like I understand we're quote unquote teammates, but we're not quite. I mean, we're teammates, but we're not teammates. So I definitely thought that I knew I was gonna have to use my fast repair. I got a little ARCA break there from somebody, I think. Used the quick repair, and then I was restarting. 13th, something like that, 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there. I don't remember. And I was like, there's no shot. Right around in 10th, and those guys were racing just as hard as me. A couple cars got together. I saw a bunch of cars slide up the track. I just went to the bottom, kind of passed a bunch of cars. I got real lucky with everyone else racing just as hard as we were. Not unfortunately, but fortunately, I got back up to third. Everyone wants podium, so podium is. I'm very content with the podium. I did feel very fast coming from the back to the front multiple times because I'd pit and the caution would come out right as I pit. That happened twice, and then it almost happened the third time as well. That last pit, I was telling Josh I'm coming in a pit, and then I had a good run on Calvin. I'm like, you know what? I'll stay out one more lap, and then the caution came out that next lap. So got real lucky with that as well.
Yeah. Those cautions today were definitely unexpected, considering last season you guys had 2, and I think you guys multiplied that by 4. So it kind of changed the whole race setup there. But, coming in third, hitting that podium again, it's like you should still come out the leader, but it looks like maybe Caleb's going to gain a couple points on you there.
Yeah, I'm happy with the... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what's that mean for your race next week?
Next week is a Watkins Glen, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Our
first Dash for Cash race.
Super
presented by
Dash for Cash, though. I miss my mom's addictions. That's my my eBay company is a part of that, so I'm super happy for that. Super sad that it's at a road course though. I did finish really good in the only road course I did last year, last season. Got super fortunate that other people I know, someone had some motor issues and someone had other connection issues and crashes and stuff. I got very lucky finishing second, but I am not a very good road course racer in this car or in general, truthfully. But I'm going to, I mean, with 20, was there 26 today? 25, 26? I'm aiming for top of the field or top half of the field. So if there's 30 guys, I want to finish 15th or better. It's kind of my mentality when I go to road course racing. I just, I don't got the finesse, and I got a big heavy foot, kind of screws me over every once in a while on being smooth on the throttle. And that's just something that I got to learn. Maybe a little practice once in a while would probably do me some good though. But excited to get to a road course, get this out of the way, get back to ovals, and be a part of the Dash for Cash though.
Well, we're definitely excited for next week. That's for sure. Just a little shout out on VRN there. We've got some nice little videos that you could watch for road courses if you really need some help. But
Yes,
we
I
look
do.
forward to seeing you next week, and congrats on the third place finish today.
Awesome. Thanks,
Anybody you
guys.
want to shout out?
Yeah, Spare Parts Gaming Community, Facebook, Discord, check us out. We race Xbox midweek, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. My Mom's Addictions on eBay. We have a lot of NASCAR diecast collectibles, memorabilia. New stuff is being added. Also, non-NASCAR stuff is going to be on there pretty soon. And you guys, thanks for showcasing us and giving us a spotlight to show our skills off and plug some sponsors. I really appreciate what you guys do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem, Kyle. Thank you for being out here on the race and doing what you do for the league. And real quick, one last thing: who do you look out for? Who's the ringers out here? Like, who's the road course aces in the league?
Apparently, it's my kid.
Okay.
He was very quick in the 2 road course races last year. I didn't participate in the first one. I was a start and park. My kid had a hockey game out of state, so I got start and park. Had to go jump on a plane, and then he pretty much dominated that second one, which was at I don't remember what track it was now, but he was pretty good. Also, Derek Riley was fantastic. He ended up having some maybe connection issues and hit the wall and broke or something, but he had something happen to him that had nothing to do with him. So they were pretty quick. I do think Calvin's not too shabby at road courses also.
Okay, good. All right, Kyle. Well, hey, thank you for your time, and we'll be looking forward to you guys next week, buddy.
Absolutely. See you, Kyles.
Later, Kyle.
Later.
All right, let's bring in Caleb Elswick. We had him in last week. Caleb, you got your ears on there. Caleb, you got it on.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Hey, Caleb, great job running P2. Kyle, go ahead and take it over while I'm finding some more footage. Sorry, I didn't mean to take it over. I was just trying to introduce them to to everybody.
All good, all good. So welcome back to the booth there, honorary Kyle. Had a strong day going today, led a lot of laps, and still came home second. Just walk us through the last few laps of that race, going from, having to fight with Josh there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have anything for Josh. I was just holding him up as much as I could, and hopefully he was going to get arrow tight and hit the wall or something like the 3 did. I didn't have the long run car compared to what those guys were able to do in the last 10, 15 laps of a run. So just kind of surviving, trying to maximize points day. I think leading the most laps, and I don't know if they do fastest lap here or not, but I think I got all those. So plus the poles, so whatever bonus points that equals, maximize the day best I can and try to, keep some points going. So that was mostly the biggest goal. Surprised myself with the pole there. I was kind of not expecting that. So kind of had some opportunities there and got caught up in some other guys' mess at the start there. So it really took me a little bit to get back up there. But, all in all, had fun and just trying to learn more and more with this car.
Well, you definitely put on a good show out there, and going from third place last week to second this week, how's that look going into next week's road course?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of endurance racing with our ITN out. We do a lot of endurance stuff for the special events. So that, we have a lot of practice with road courses, and I enjoy road course racing. It's just with these cup cars, they're so, they're a handful to drive sometimes, and depending on how the fixed setup is and the temps at the track is going to determine a lot. But if you can walk out there with a top 10 day, I think that's about the best you can ask for, and don't set standards of trying to win every race. Just maximize your day with points, and you'll be up front. So that's just kind of the goal.
Well, you definitely did that today, and just want to circle back real quick. Did you say it's IT and out?
Yep, IT and out. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That helps me tremendously.
Probably makes Kevin feel way better.
Way better. Oh,
it's all right. I've heard you say it and out, in and out, Kyle and out, whatever else.
I appreciate it. No, that just really helps me though, like mentally. It's really messing with me, man. So I'm happy. Thank you for clarifying that. Whew.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, great job on the second place finish and pairing that up with last week's third. Anybody you want to shout out this week?
Yeah, of course. Calling out, in and out, IT and out, whatever you want to call us. The team, we had a good run. Me and Boone was able to get a good finish. I know Brad struggled and had a rough day, but just kind of getting better and kind of getting familiarized with this league and getting trying to build that reputation and that respect with everybody. So that's the most important thing for us, and having a blast doing it. As always, thanks good Lord Bob for allowing us to do this. Without him, it wouldn't be possible, and I just look forward each and every week what we can do to get it better and improve.
Well, we look forward to next week, and best of luck out there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Caleb. Kyle, on a side note, it's not spider wipes. It's spider wire. It's spider wire.
Okay, now I feel way better about that one.
Okay, I mean, we are really making progress between us two. Okay.
We'll figure this out eventually.
We will. All right, let's bring in our winner, Joshua Smits. Here we go. Joshua Smits, you got your ears on.
Gotcha.
Okay, go ahead for it, Kyle.
Oh, well, one race, one win. Congrats on the first place. You had an up and down day for sure. Fighting with Kyle and then fighting with Caleb. So just walk us through your thoughts on what happened after the wreck with Kyle.
I thought the guys that were up front towards the beginning of the race were going to be there the whole time, and at least everyone who was up there kind of all got trapped a lap down together. But yeah, kind of, everyone migrated towards the front towards the end, and of course my teammate takes me out because he's the dirtiest guy I know. But yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those Kyles.
What's the age difference between you and your dad?
21.
Okay, 21 years. Okay.
Yep.
Feel old. All right. So with your one race, one win, what does that mean for you going into next week? We're here that you may be a road course ringer.
Well, I didn't think I was till I started practicing a week in advance. But yeah, that'll be good. I think we had one last year, and I got it. I wasn't the only competitive one, but slowly but surely the other guys that were faster than me took themselves out. So just gotta stay in it the whole time.
Yeah, consistency is definitely key when it comes to road courses. You might be able to be fast and, lose it all. So we're definitely looking forward to that and seeing how that all plays out. But yeah, I mean, any shout outs you want to give this week?
Yeah, go check out my mom's edition on eBay and then Spare Parts Gaming Community on Facebook.
Awesome. So the Spare Parts Gaming Community on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? Give me like some things you guys do, or what's like, what would I find there if I go in there on Facebook? Just a bunch of guys groups. Okay, go for it.
Yep. A group of guys. It's been about 7 years. It's been a thing. You could go on Facebook, in all the comments there's always a link to the Discord. But there's weekly racing every night, different games from World of Outlaws to NASCAR 25 to Iracing. just a bunch of stuff, and then a few, shooters in there too. But it's gotten to the point to where we all know each other in person and take like yearly trips. So first year was Bristol. We've been to a few other tracks, and this year's Eldora. So yeah, it's a good group. It's fun. So that's why I'm still there.
Right on. And then how'd you like battling Calvin Smith? Do you think, is this something that has bled over from last season? Because I mean, I didn't watch every race last season, but is this something that's been like a theme, you'd say?
No, we talk during the race too. It is so fun racing him and my dad and a few other guys in there too that are just always
awesome.
up there. It's rough, but it's fun.
Okay, so as long as it's fun, that's what's important, because I know personally,
I don't think he doesn't like it, because we talk about it after, and it's always lighthearted. So
okay, good. All right, that's good. Hey, well, good to know. Good little insight there, and congratulations on picking up your win here in Las Vegas, Josh. And we look forward to seeing you next week at the Glen. Hopefully, you'll make it exciting and interesting for us, and it always is here at the Quantum Contender Series. So, Josh, thanks again for joining us, and take care, and we'll see you next weekend, buddy.
Awesome. You guys have a good week.
You too. All right, that was Josh Schmitz, our winner there of the Burlington Cafe 250. Congratulations there. Kyle, well, another week down, week 2 in the books. We had a lot more cautions than we were thinking, especially for a Vegas race, but I just feel the tire strategies and the dirty air and just these guys really fighting for these wins it's been really good racing so far, and this one really was a lot different than Michigan.
Yeah, this race was a lot more chaotic than I expected it to be, but they definitely put on a great show this week, and it's nice to see a few new names up top, and some bad breaks for some others that hopefully bounce back rather quickly from that. And as always, it's a great show regardless. And it's been fun, and we're getting this figured out, and I can actually see the numbers and names this week, so I don't feel as bad.
No, I think it's been I feel like each week we're improving, and we appreciate you guys at home watching the show. Remember, you can find us on Twitch, you can find us on YouTube. We tried streaming the Kick tonight just to try it out to see if we get any more action, but we appreciate your guys' interaction. That's what fuels our views and our algorithm. So if you guys like our stuff, share it, comment in the pages. All that stuff goes a long way to helping us just gain attention and gain views and gain more subs, because that's what we're all about. It's the subs, baby. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. I think that's it on my part. Just wanted to give another shout out to Kim at the Burlington Cafe, making this all possible. My Mom's Addiction, Quantum Bearings, KK Woodscapes, and Kyle, I guess now it's your turn. Anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Yeah, just thanks to you for letting me join you in the booth again. It's definitely been fun. I'm looking forward to continuing that. And then congrats to our podium finishers, Josh, Caleb, and Kyle. And of course, last but not least, always 988 suicide awareness and prevention. I'll shout it out every week. But reach out if you ever have those thoughts, feelings, whatever the case might be. There's more people out there that you think. Myself, Kevin, I can name a handful of guys. I bet you anybody in this league and any other league, they're going to be there. So if you ever have that moment, definitely reach out. If you don't want to reach out to them, 988, call it, text it.
Yeah, Kyle. And IT Guy 9609 just took 2 tires on YouTube. Thank you for the sub. If it's IT Guy, it might be IT in out, throwing up the subs over there. Thank you for that. Sorry to interrupt this serious conversation. I'm terrible. I'm a slub. Never mind. I love the subs is all I'm going to say. But anyways, Kyle, we're going to have to work together. We'll get a logo up with the information and all that too, so we can throw that up there during the stream, brother, so we can get that also up for people to check out and take a look and bring awareness to that also. So with that being said, keep your eyes out on our Facebook page, YouTube. We're on TikTok a little bit. We're trying to spread out, just do a lot. So like I said, any interactions, we love it. We'll talk. We'll have some more standing stuff up during the week. Thanks to Dakota. Shout out to Dakota and all the league admins and Cody and Derek and Derek had a great race too. Speaking of Derek, tough break there, but yeah, excited. We'll be catching up with you guys during the week. Check out our shorts. I'll be taking some footage from this stuff and having a great time with it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the race. I feel like having a 3x3. Yeah, I keep saying it out too, guys. Yeah, go back and watch it. Make sure you like, comment. It helps us out. Peace out. God bless you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you next Thursday at the Glen. Go bowling at the Glen. Get your bus stops ready. Get all that good stuff ready. Get the carousel ready to go, because we'll be ready to go here on the Vortex Racing Network with Kyle, Pop, Lynott, Kevin, KK, Kyle. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. And special thanks out to Okaya, the band. Remember, check them out on Spotify. Their new single, Waiting Here. You guys could hear their music during the broadcast. Big thank you to them. So go support them. Check out their music. And on that note, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next one. Give me a sec.